Okay, so I have Kebe. She is half orc and half elf. Basically, her story is like when she was a small baby child, her town was like burned down by raiders, and she like lost her parents. And then she was on her own, and she was a small baby child, so she kind of was like wandering the street. She was like wandering the streets of the city, like just kind of stealing things because she had to, and she just kind of realized, hey, this is how I can survive. This is how I do things. So she did that for a while, and then she was like taken in by this older adult figure person, who was like, I'm gonna be your parental figure, and I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna like basically train you up to get even better at stealing and thieving, and you're gonna be good. But then, at one point, the parental figure kind of like, just kind of like noped out and left Kebe, like while she was in the middle of something, and she like got caught and didn't have anyone to fall back on. So then after that, she managed to like worm her way out of that situation and just kind of like ran. And she went like from the city out into like a big forest and was just kind of wandering around there. Ended up finding like a treehouse type thing, and was sort of thinking like, okay, I can crash here for the night, and like I can stay here. Nobody's here. I'll just sit here and like figure out what I'm gonna do with my life because I have no clue now and everything's ruined. In the treehouse, she met a little rat that kind of became her only friend. The rat's name is Bug. I love Bug.
Good.
I have a little doodle of him. He's my favorite. And turns out nobody ended up coming back to the treehouse, so that sort of became her home. And she sort of like was just kind of going out into the city when she needed to get things. She didn't really have a way to get much money unless she like managed to get it from stealing and like just only like small amounts at a time so that she could get other things that she needed. But then from that she kind of like grew up doing that and learned how to like do her own thing, stealing, and doesn't really trust much now that she kind of like put all of her trust into this one person that was like completely screwed over because of that. So yeah.
So your class is rogue and subclass scout.
Yes. Background urchin.
Yes.
Yes.
I figured by the fact that you had a rat friend.
Yeah.
That is the most, like, I don't give a shit about any other background. That's the only one that matters because you get a rat.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about anything else.
Also, she's like chaotic neutral.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is Pyene and the Rogue Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my character is Howler. He is a rogue because that's where we're at. He's a thief. I guess I'll deep dive into his backstory too since we're doing that.
Yeah.
Howler was abandoned on the streets when he was a baby, but he was abandoned on the streets for maybe like an hour, and then he got picked up by another Kenku. Like one Kenku was like, I don't need this, and then his mom came along and was like, I need that. He got
abandoned for an hour.
Yeah, he got picked up pretty quickly.
Crashes his mother baby.
Yeah. So his mom picked him up. His mom's name is Fox Russell. She's good. She picked him up and brought him back to a small group of thieves that was just sort of existing in Thaden, like an alternative to the Thieves Guild, a less popular choice, I guess, if you wanted something done for maybe a little cheaper. You know, thieves' businesses and what's not. So everyone else was like, hey, fuck this baby, get it out of here. And she was pleading with the leader, who was like a tiefling. He was like, I mean, you're taking care of it, but like, he didn't want to just like kill a baby, I guess, because it was like just a whole baby that got brought back into their like sewer gang area. And, like,
we're thieves, not murderers. There's a difference.
Yeah. So then Howler grew up sort of like chilling in the sewers, and his mom worked pretty hard to like buy him food and fun toys to play with and distract him with during the day. He really liked apples, so he would like make apple crunching noises all the time, and it was really loud and obnoxious, and he almost got killed a few times because it was so loud and obnoxious. He was in it for the rest of it. He was relatively laid back, so it was probably fine for the early bits of his childhood. And then they started to train him to do rogue shit, and so he learned all sorts of trades from the different like masters of whatever. Like there were some assassins that he learned swords and bows from, and he learned sneaking from Fox Russell and pickpocketing from someone else. And that tiefling that was their leader fucking died at some point when he was baby, and so then one of the Kenkus came up and started leading, and his name is I think it's like Barker? I don't know. I forgot all their fucking names because it's been a while since I've read Howler's backstory. But at some point, they were like, all right, work sucks dick. We're not getting any commissions or stuff, so we need to plan a big heist. So they start trying to figure out what they want to do to get themselves back on the Thieves Guild alternative map, because they're not going to partner with the Thieves Guild directly. They know some people in the Thieves Guild that they do occasional business with. They're like their own standalone thing, the double-edged. And then Howler goes on his first mission, and he fucks it up a little bit and gets sad because he did have to do a murder and was not prepared to do a murder. So he's like, "Oh man,
that's a dead man.
That's a dead."
And then he
body.
moped for 3 days, right?
Yeah, and then he moped for like 3 days, and then they figured out. The Double Edge figured out what they were going to do for their big heist, and they were going to steal a very precious necklace that belonged to some noble's wife. And so they started planning out how they were going to do that. Like, they looked at some of Scarius's old notes and started planning a heist on the building that they were doing, and everything was going cool and smooth. And then they pulled off the heist, and they got the necklace, and everyone was celebrating. And Howler's like, yeah. The whole time they were planning, he was just kind of kicked out of it because he was baby and, like, not really, like, a fully fledged member yet. So they didn't want him all in their business. So they got that necklace, and then that brought in more business, and they started doing more things, but their popularity grew, and the people in the town, the people in Thaden, the guard, figured out where they were hiding, and then came down and murdered everybody, except for Howler, because he hid in a hole in the wall behind a flag for their group.
Yeah.
So Howler got sad and left, because that's what you do, but before he left, he took the necklace that they had stolen, and cause they didn't find that because the leader of it hid it in like a brick in the wall. And
He just yoinked it.
he yoinked it because, like, well, I mean, I'm not coming back here. So he stole the party funds. He didn't steal them. Everyone's dead. So he just sort of adopted them.
Yeah.
Took
It's not stealing.
He inherited.
He inherited it through the murder of his family. He got those. He got the necklace, and he fucking yeeted. And now he's out here trying to get by, I guess, without his whole shit. And then he joined the party and did some shit with the Adventurers Guild, and then went on that big quest to get the crown that gives people
The Shattered
power.
Crown.
Yeah, the Shattered Crown that gives people the power to think like a king, because he did put it on, and that's what it does. It doesn't actually make you king of the land, which he was a bit upset about. But then Pyene wished away the Kenku curse, so now he has wings, and he can talk like a normal person instead of having to mimic everything.
He can talk like a people.
He can talk like a pitbull.
A pitbull?
A pitbull, yeah. And he also can be creative, so now he got into wood carving, and bothers Pyene with all of his wood carvings, and gives them to Pyene. Gives so many. Pyene has so many. I don't know what he does with them, but he has a lot of them now because Howler's been practicing. And
Kindling.
Oh, don't be mean. But yeah, that's where Howler's at now. He has a sword.
Yay.
I saw like a wine cask in the basement that just has a bunch of them.
Shall we finish out the set of rogue boys
Yes.
before going to
Do
Pyene?
I want?
We're doing
I-
full
I-
back.
I
Yeah.
have to-
Yeah.
yeah. Do I want to do the full backstory first, or the in character intro first?
Full backstory.
backstory.
I
Tell
feel
us
like-
everything.
I feel like I want to do it's short, like the in character intro. So in character, just I'm Damakos. Worked for the Thieves, or at least that's the name I'm using now. Worked for the Thieves Guild for a while, but weren't too happy. Leader was kind of a tyrannical dick. Just kind of... People weren't really happy about that, you know? Now there's a bit of a bounty on my head. Running, hiding for a while, that wasn't fun. Had to change. Let's see. I think I'm on my 4th name now? Sounds about right. But now I'm working with the Adventurers Guild. Hey, it's harder for people to get into that place than just out in the alleys, in the middle of friggin' Centauri. 10 generations ago, his ancestor did a bad, and it was like cursed, like, 10 generations down the line, your family shall be tieflings. Because, like, that's an actual cursey thing that can happen.
Yeah.
And they're humans. People forgot about it, and his parents were human, older sister born human, and then he come along. And they're like, oh, what the fuck is this thing?
Dad's like, did I get cupped by a demon?
Dad's like, I don't like this thing. Oh well, let's just throw it in the shed. So they just kind of kept him in the shed for a while. I don't know, punching bag, get out some of that frustration of running it in for about 10, 11 years. Then a man from the Thieves Guild, what was his name? Marcus, came along. He could tell that something was up, just like intuition. Marcus, not Marcos.
Marco's pizza.
No, stop. And
Is it Marcus, Marcus, or Marcos?
I had a friend named Marco.
And he was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just kind of take this kid and yeet on out of here. So he took the kid and yeeted out of there, and he was like, we're going to use this unassuming little tiefling boy to help us do work from the Thieves Guild.
Thieves are terrible guardians. Oh my god.
I mean, how his mom was
No,
nice.
nothing happened to Marcus. Marcus, as far as I know, was still alive and well. It's just Damakos was like, after growing up, after like 6 or 7 years, he was like, Cedar's kind of shit. Nobody really likes him. Why don't we just do something about it? And killed him in his sleep.
I guess he was wrong because the Thieves Guild didn't like that.
Yes. He killed him in his sleep and did his trademark cannibalism to dispose of the body. And people were smart enough to figure out, wait, the body's gone. There's no evidence of it being moved. That fucker ate it.
Hey,
he
do
was
we have
like-
a cannibal in this guild?
So, yeah. So
can put those in
he
the
ran,
recycling
He
if you want.
hid. He fall into a gaping hole in the ground with 2 other idiots and lined up as part of the Thieves Guild. And he's like, you know what my
Adventurers
helper was
Guild.
doing and sneaking?
I'll get it.
Magic! So he's an arcane trickster and can magic. And
Yeah.
So much
it,
just happened.
yes.
Yeah.
And his one goal is to become human. Because that's the reason he was treated like shit for the first 11 years of his life. Because he was not human. He want to be a people.
You want to be
Exactly. He want to be
a
people.
people boy?
Nice.
Where's all the people?
Nice!
Nice. Yeah, so Pyene,
Fine.
he's an Eldrin, which is an elf, but they're in tune with nature and they're from the Feywild.
Yep.
So he's
Susan friends.
straight out of the Feywild. Yeah, he lived in a town at the base of a mountain where it was full of it was like a town of winter Eldrin, and he kind of just like lived with his parents for most of his life. His dad's blacksmith, owns like a smithy and everything. Really good at making weapons and shit. And Pyene would frequent the tavern in town, and very much would go there to drink constantly. And eventually found himself enamored with a young lady that would frequent the tavern, who was a brilliant songstress, who was very good at singing and playing instruments and everything. And Pyene noticed she would often, when she left, she wouldn't go back to any of the
Hold on. Did you say songstress? Like
Yes.
Like seamstress.
Yeah.
word?
Yeah. A songstress.
What?
yeah. New vocab word.
Interrupt this backstory
I'm in
for English.
I'm an English major. All right, keep going.
Now
I just
you
thought
know.
I thought that was bullshit, and I was gonna kick your ass.
Okay,
a little
but
bit.
like, even if it were
Vocab.
bullshit, are you really
Vocab.
going to argue because it makes sense?
I
Yeah,
does.
That's the whole purpose
I
of
guess
language.
I guess it does. I was mostly gonna goof about it, but it's a word apparently. All right,
It's a term used in RPG games, so I pulled it out of my ass.
all right,
It's
cool.
probably real.
It's probably real, but RPG games are bullshit.
True.
Why do you think we're all sitting around playing them?
Exactly.
Uh, twice.
Chaos.
Welcome.
Yeah, but Pyene essentially got like enamored with this lady and noticed that she didn't actually live in town, and she would often like venture towards like the mountain.
She's a silver dragon.
Yes. Spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he followed her eventually and followed her up to the mountain where she turned into a silver dragon. Yes. Dropping spoilers mid story
Alright.
explanation.
I guess.
Just let him tell the story.
Sorry, I
Stop
guess.
spoiling it, Sid.
So like he found out she was a silver dragon. He was like the only one in like the town that knew that she was actually a silver dragon, and he learned like the bard like music magic BS from her. And then one day he went up to go visit her, and she dead. A group of people had come in and slain her for whatever reason.
Damn
Oh,
Silver
adventurers.
dragons are typically good aligned, but like I don't think
Yep.
that's a thing in your world, is it? I
All dragons are whatever alignment they want to be.
I guess I get.
Down with fantasy racism.
Yeah. Well, she taught you like music, so why? Okay, that's
I
fine.
think the idea is that greedy people maybe wanting like dragons have like hordes generally
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Poachers.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say they were poachers.
Yeah, people came in, fucked her shit up. She dead. Yeah. Pyne's sad.
Pyne's sad. Big depression.
Yeah, so Pyene becomes a drunk and constantly stays in spring form to drink away his depression. And like will hardly go into like winter form, whatever, which is like his base form. And so yeah, he eventually was like, okay, I need to get out of here. This place like makes me too sad. So he decided to just leave the entire plane of the Feywild. And teleported through like whatever portal, whatever, into the actual like
The material plane.
the material plane. That's
Yeeted
the-
himself out of existence.
I'm gonna
and
eat
into
the
a
fuck
new
off this
one.
mortal
Yep.
coil into a different mortal coil.
Exactly.
Yep. So then he joined the Adventurers
Me too.
Guild to like meet like new people and like
Yeah.
venture and do something with his life.
Yeah.
So a little bit of background on this world. It is a unique setting that I've been building from scratch since like senior year of high school. So there's a lot of weird things going on. For the most part, it's a fantasy setting. The rest of the group lives in the capital city of the largely human city-states. The capital city is called Centauri, and that's home to the Adventurers Guild, and that's where people can go if they want to make a living being murder hobos.
Nice. Okay.
But you're in the second era, which means that there's like stuff going on. Third era is Dark Ages. That was what my high school group played in the third era, and I decided to back it up to the second era for college here. But yeah. So today's session is going to be kind of a new setting for everybody because you're venturing into the Forest of Forests, which is my absolute favorite part of this entire world. And Pyene came from there, but no one's ever played in the Forest of Forests because this is the first session I've ever actually run there. Things don't work the way you think they should. You can just there are places where you can just go west forever and end up in the same place over and over again and just go in circles. And yeah, so you can't. It's hard to make maps. It's hard to navigate. There are people who live there who know how to navigate. It's kind of well, no one's actually sure why it is the way it is, and it is the border to the Feywild, the Elemental Planes, all of the other non-mortal planes of existence.
If you're looking for a portal, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah. And you might be able to find somebody who knows where it is if you're looking for a specific one. So, yeah, it's chaos.
So you don't just step through and like, ooh, I think this one leads to the Feywild. Oops, looks like we're in Gehenna now.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also full of not just like average citizens, but also terrifying mythical creatures that defy explanation for the most part. And yeah, laws of physics don't apply. You start just entering Pyene's hometown. You've found your way back, and it's not how you left it.
Sweet.
It's quieter. And people don't seem to quite register that you're there as you are entering. What do you want to do?
What's the sort of vibe of the town? Like, is there an aesthetic that I'm going to lose my mind over? Is it like cool and like the forests are like blue-green and there's like little lights floating around? Like a
It's
fancy
more
forest.
wintry than that because
Ooh.
it's at the base of the mountain, and all of the Eladrin who live there are generally winter.
They're all sad. We've entered Depression Village. Cool. I'm straight up not having a good time.
There are probably Christmas lights, honestly,
Oh, good.
because they can have those here.
Yes. So,
If it's snowing, you are legally allowed to have Christmas lights out.
Yeah.
Howler opens his mouth and eats snowflakes.
Okay, good plan.
Just like ones that are falling, you're just like scoops them up in his beak off the ground.
Yep. Howler, why we've come here for Damakos's "Want to Be Human, Please" campaign bit.
Yeah,
All right, so
but
Howler
Pyene
is-
also wanted to come visit home, so
Alright, well, Howler's just going to follow Pyene around because he's at a party where he knows nobody else.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
that's
here.
We're visiting Pyene's hometown, so he's Howler's looking around, having a look at all of the sad shops and the sad buildings and the sad folks. Winters is like it's like the sad one, right? Where you get kind of sad.
it can be.
Kinda, but like you don't have to be sad. That's pretty racist of you to assume
Well,
that if
I read it-
Eldrin that was
I read it in the PHB. so-
Haven't we been over the fact that the PHB is terrible with fantasy
You're right.
racism?
Well, it's just snowy and Howler's enjoying the snow. And
Yeah,
checking
it's
out
more so
everything.
we're winter because we're at the base of the mountain. It's snowy around us.
Ah.
So it's more so with the season than like.
So it's I guess it's easier to be winter because maybe there's probably a bit of like cold resistance with
Yeah,
It's
that.
like their season doesn't always mirror their emotion. What if they're just kind of feeling, not really feeling anything at the
Yeah,
moment?
I guess they do kind of like
They
here's
still
4
have to be a
seasons.
season.
Let's like put all of the emotions into 4. It doesn't work that way. All right, so we're just in winter wonderland then.
Yep.
That's
Howler
exactly
is
where you
wearing
are.
His fluffiest cloak.
Good.
Preparing for this this wintry place.
Wait. I forgot I changed up some of my cantrips and I should have one that I did not put on.
Mm.
At this point, for warmth, I just kind of some fire around me and then use control flames to keep it from actually burning me.
Okay.
Howler looks at you.
I just
It's
have a
like,
halo of flames.
Isn't that a bit excessive?
Keeps me warm.
Okay. Well, you could have packed warm.
Yeah, but that ain't as fun.
I feel like
know.
Kebe
Winter
just
clothes
kind
are
of like
fun.
just like put up, snuggled in like her clothes. Are we like deep in the forest? Like, can I just like? Is there a stick on the ground?
There's definitely a stick on the ground.
I'm gonna.
Is
I
there
want
a
to pick up the
stick?
stick just cause.
Put it in.
See, yeah, I've got a pocket for the stick. Just.
I should
You have a
also
stick
probably
also.
mention before we get too far here, you've been traveling together for several weeks, so you probably all know each other relatively well by now.
Oh, cool.
Are we gonna do something?
Oh no.
Why are you? Do you have something to do here, or like we're just visiting?
More so to just visit, maybe catch up.
What's our like actual final destination? Like, are we just heading into the Feywild to try and find something? Like, do we have sort of an end goal that we know about?
You've been asking around for leads on beings that might be able to do what you're hoping for.
It's not like I would have specified. It's just like I need something that has the power to change me. But that's as specific as I will get. That's
Thus
as
far in your
specific as
journey?
Damakos would get.
Okay.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Hi.
It doesn't matter who it is. I think the only person he's confessed it to is Pyene. To try and get a wish for it to happen.
Yeah. So
Did Pine say no?
Pyene said no.
I was like, listen, a curse?
It is a curse.
I was like, listen, I may know some people. You can.
Look,
I'm gonna go check it out.
I know a guy.
I know a guy who may know some other guy. Like, who knows?
Yeah. So thus far you've had no luck on finding anything that's promising that will, like, you think will actually do what you're hoping for. But you're kind of holding out hope that somebody in Pinestown will have a better idea.
Last
So
hope we could go up the mountain. There's a place there. Maybe we could search around and try to find something that could maybe detail like some fey being that would help us. Some archfey.
Did you say that the people aren't really like noticing us as we're walking through?
they're kind of glancing at you and continuing on. They haven't recognized Pyene, and they don't really know, like, no one's coming up to interact with you.
Okay.
They're kind of going about their business, and you do notice that there don't seem to be any other, like, travelers in town, which to Pyene is kind of weird. People used to come all the time to trade and pass through because you get lost in the forest all the time, and especially for the blacksmith wares that Pyne's father sells, because he's considered one of the best, and the Fae can't work with iron, so if they for some reason want something with iron, they have to travel to the border of the Feywild to get it.
Yeah. Probably like start leading us towards my house.
Okay. Okay, so you make it home, you open the door, and almost immediately your mother's like hugging you fiercely and like, I can't believe you're home!
Yeah. It's been a bit. Good bit.
And you see your sister look up, and your father doesn't seem to be in the room anywhere.
Okay. I'll like rub my sister's hair and I'm like, what's up, dork?
She's like, I missed you.
Oh, you too. And I give her a big hug.
And yeah.
I'll start like walking through the house, maybe like looking for my dad without like saying that I'm looking for him or whatever, you know?
Okay.
Like when you arrive somewhere and you're like just
Yeah,
looking
you're kind
for
of
someone.
yeah. Your mom picks up to what you're doing immediately and says, your father isn't here. He went to work for somebody or something a couple months ago. We don't know when he'll be back. We heard that it was the Autumn King, but I can't imagine what a king of the Fae would want with your father. They don't need iron very often.
Can I go to like where like I know like my father keeps his possessions and see if like maybe there's like a journal or like a letter or something?
Yeah.
Like detailing like this employment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go and look through it, and nothing of your father's stuff seems to indicate that he intended to leave.
Odd. Would I know like where like the Autumn King is or whatever?
You would kind of know, but you wouldn't know how to get there specifically because you've never done it before. You do know, however, that there is a town nearby that is essentially a tourist town, and there are tour guides there that know their way around the forest better than anyone else.
And I want to like go to like where like my father would have his like forge set up or whatever. See if there's like anything like out of place or like anything that would be like significant that would be missing.
Okay.
See if I can see anything there.
You find a handful of half-finished projects in the forge, which is very cold. It hasn't been touched in weeks. And none of the like finished blades that he and armor that he would have been trying to sell are there.
So there's no finished product, only like half finished stuff.
Yeah.
And like are his tools like taken with him?
A few of them seem to be missing.
Okay. So he took a few, but didn't take all. And I know like the Autumn King to be like this like archfey being, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way the Fae works in this world is building on the summer and winter courts. There's also a spring and fall court. So this would be the king of autumn. And yeah. There's an ongoing war between all of the courts of the Fae, and it's generally something that people outside of their war don't concern themselves with because it's just a given that it's happening. They all gain power as their season comes to pass and lose power as it goes away, and nobody really... It's just the way it is. But, yeah. You would know also that the Autumn King is often considered a patron of change.
Okay.
So you have this half hope that that's something you're looking for, but you haven't dared to mention it because it's not enough of a thought to talk about.
Could go do that. I would have like invited everyone in and like introduced them to like my mother and my sister.
Okay. They're pleased that you've found friends who are willing to follow you into this chaotic, weird place where you live.
Yeah, then I'll like approach my mother and be like, so how long ago was it that he left for this job?
It was a month or two. It was a couple weeks. There were some strange men in town, but I think they were just the people that were coming to talk to him about this. I didn't get the chance to talk to them at all myself.
Did he say anything to you before he left? Or?
Not really, just that he had to go. He couldn't refuse the offer.
Do you know what he was offered at all? Or?
Didn't get the chance to ask. The city's been quiet without him. He drew a lot of the people that visited.
We may actually be heading that way. There may be something there for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'll make sure to check in on him, make sure everything's going well.
If you can let him know that we miss him and if he can come back. It's just so strange without him.
And then like say like goodbyes, say that I'm heading off over to the town to like go maybe like go meet with them, see if there's anything there for us.
Okay.
And then I want to head to the tavern.
Of course. Okay. So you walk into the tavern,
Alright.
and the whole place pretty much stops, and they're like, "He's back! Pine's back!" And you just hear like this chorus of everybody going on, because they knew you at the tavern, and then you left, and they're like, "He's back!" And, it's the one thing that is the same as you remember in town. And there are people there, and it's good music, but it's not your teacher.
Yeah.
That will never be the same.
Yeah, I'll like walk up to the bar and ask for a drink.
And the guy working behind the bar slams down your favorite and says, "It's on the house. Glad to have you back."
Alright.
Is his favorite just a whole ass keg of ale?
Yeah. And then he's like, "Well, who'd you bring with you?"
These are my friends from Material Plane.
"Huh. We haven't had visitors in a while. Glad to meet you all. What can I get you?"
Water.
Puts water down.
Howler does the apple crunching noise.
Is that an apple? We don't have those around here.
Give them a cider.
Got that.
Is it alcoholic?
Yeah, it's like an apple cider.
Obviously.
Howler's baby.
It's alcohol.
Oh no, I rolled a 3.
Howler is drunk.
It's alcohol. It's
I have-
apple, but alcohol.
Aw. Howler is like, this is some wild ass apples.
This is some weird apple juice.
I feel like he's kind of just like subtly kind of like, yeah, I guess I'll just have water too. Like, I guess I'll just have water. She's kind of like trying to shrivel up and like make herself as small as
Overwhelmed by
possible.
all of the people.
She's not used to being seen or like introduced to a lot of people. So
Understandable.
trying new things.
And then I'll ask the guy behind the bar, "Hey, do you have like any empty casks right now?"
You want one to go?
Yeah, do you have any empty casks with you?
Yeah, I'll have some in the back.
Okay, and then Howler, can you get the bag?
Howler falls out of his chair and is like, I don't even know what the bag
I
is.
get like the bag of
Bag
holding
holding.
up powder.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I'll pull out a cask of the good shit wine and set it on the table. And then I would take the burnt town liquor I got from the burnt town.
Yeah.
I'll pour like half of that into a cask and like give it to him for the place.
Okay.
And like, here, I got these while I was adventuring around in Material Plane.
He tries a sample of each of them and goes, "This one's weird and smoky," to the one from
Yeah,
Burnt
it's extremely aged.
Ugh. It's pretty good. And he
extremely
downs the
smoky.
rest of his little cup.
Just does like the friggin' gag where he pours out a cup, then starts drinking from the cask. The cup is for
He just
everyone
like
else.
takes a whiff of the wine and goes, "Better save that stuff for later. Thanks for bringing it by."
Yep. At least I could do.
Get my ass in this damn girl pee.
Swamp juice.
Nick,
It's
I
been
thought
so
your dice
long.
were Starburst, and I wanted to eat them.
They look delicious.
Don't you want to munch on them?
I told my dad on our way to Gen Con the gamers joke about eating our dice because they look like candy all the time,
wow.
and he's like, "You do what?" It's like,
See, no, like the best part about Starburst is the wrapper.
It really is.
What, y'all don't eat it with the wrapper on?
No, it's
No.
crunch.
D&D.
See what I
It's
do.
too much trouble to take the wrapper off, so I just kinda,
Yeah, it's crunch.
yeah.
See what I do
It's edible.
is I get the pink one and I get the yellow one and then I take
You
a
mush
bite.
them together?
Yeah, mush them together and make like strawberry lemonade like flavored Starburst.
I do that with Skittles.
It's so good.
Right. Picking up.
Howler orders Starburst.
the guy behind the bar says, "I'm not sure what you mean by starbursts.
Howler came in and was going to try to mask the fact that he could, like, talk. I mean, the wings are kind of an obvious tell, but that could be, like, an illusion or something. But now that he's, like, slam dunk drunk, there's no, he doesn't really have any self-control.
The filter is gone.
The filter is gone.
Yeah.
So he's like, says he doesn't know what starbursts are.
What? What?
Are they like a drink, or you don't need any more alcohol, kid?
Oh, it's like a chewy boy.
Oh. Like these, and he pulls some caramel creams out.
Oh, hell yeah. Howler gets in those.
Is that what you were looking for? Never
It's
heard them
kind
called
of difficult to
starbursts.
eat because he is
before.
of the beaked folk, but he does his best to eat the caramel cream. Howler.
He looks like he's having a good time. I'll have one of what he's having, actually.
The cider or the
Sure.
caramel things?
Howler
No.
holds out the bag of caramel. And
Actually, I'll go with the... What's the hardest stuff you got? I haven't been shit-faced in a
That-
while.
That would be the magic missile.
oh my god, I love it.
What does it look like?
It's bright, like fuchsia colored alcohol, and you can smell that it's strong.
Well,
Is it like that time I walked into Thompson House and saw 96 proof shit?
Iconic.
alright. Well, let's see how this goes. That is a...
Con save.
I know. It is a 13. Yeah, I don't think
That's not gonna make it for this stuff.
Impressive. Nice.
Wow. Compared to
Really?
Howler's
Yeah.
pitiful 3.
You, look
You
over
drink
Pyene
it
is
and
drinking
it's-
magic missile. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
It kicks in almost immediately, and
this
you
is
can
the point
like.
where he burps, and some of the alcohol fumes kind of catch the flames.
How'd you even get it in your mouth in the first place?
Just, it's controlling
By the way,
flames.
are you on fire in this bar?
Yes.
Are you going to light the bar on fire with your body?
Hopefully not.
Okay, I feel like that would be a fire hazard and you get kicked out.
As you breathe some fire there, the barkeep goes, "Don't scorch your chair there," and he moves on down the bar to somebody else.
I feel like while all this is going down, Kiwi's just kind of like sipping on her water and like looking down at her eyes, just kind of like, what is going on? And then like she sees the caramel creams and is like, yeah, I'll have some of those.
Yeah, you like reach for them and Howler's like, I got you,
I'm
man.
like, yes.
What's the rat's name again? Oh,
Bug.
sorry. Bug. I see Bug, I just kind of like reach for another shot of magic missile and just like turn it offer it to
Just
Bug.
like,
No!
I'm just like, oh.
Is Bug gonna drink it is the real question.
Is Bug
I feel
gonna
like Bug's kind of like crawling out, like, let me smell some of that, and then like, can his nose like catch on fire from it?
Only if he
No.
gets too close to
Yeah,
Damakos.
the actual drink isn't on fire. I'm
He
on
just
fire.
did
I
the
feel like
like lighter in
from
front
it.
of an aerosol thing.
Yeah.
That's-
like
That's what that was.
Sniff or some like real putrid shit, and you can feel it all the way back up in your nose.
Yeah, he's like
Back
"That's
up in your
enough," just
brain
kind of
where the
like
nose
flops
gets
back into the pocket of dirt.
Alright, more for me. Another 13. And he's out. Face down on the bar.
Howler is
The
enjoying
flames extinguish.
his.
But it's
Yeah.
fine because the alcohol's warm you enough to where it doesn't matter.
the barkeep looks over and goes, "Pyene, why are you bringing lightweights in here?"
Listen, I can't help it.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in the bar?
How many of these caramel creams can I get?
As many as are in the bag.
Howler rolls a
All of
6
them.
to dance on the chair.
Yeah.
You dance on the chair,
Won't
not
that
very
be
well,
performance?
and you almost lose
that's
your
the performance
balance.
roll.
Oh.
I rolled
At the
a 5
end.
plus 1. The dancing is bad. Balance though, dex save is I'm rolling shit tonight, huh? I rolled. Well, that's an
Hold on,
11.
roll again, see if you can get lower because you're drunk.
Oh yeah,
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Fuck.
You know, there's a
nope.
dice rink, right? You
There,
could
yeah,
roll
but
your
it's got
dice in
chip
the
dust
walls.
In it, and I got
Oh,
these like a few days ago.
It's
There's
gonna act as like a dice jail. When everyone's performing badly, we just throw it in there. Put
Oh,
on time out.
So yeah, Howler dances very badly and then falls off the chair.
what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Okay. You managed to catch yourself before, like, hitting the ground horribly, but the chair is on the ground.
Howler
its
in the
side.
chair on the ground.
Yeah.
This is where Howler ends. He stops there, like, alright, I'm just done for now. Do you guys have sober juice?
No such thing.
Aw, beans.
Let me see.
Not here,
I
anyway.
need to roll for hours.
I don't know. If you find some,
Oh,
let me
that's
know.
a solid 4.
Yay.
I'm gonna be out for a while.
Can we get like 4 rooms for us, please?
You got it.
Howler is patting Damakos' face, like,
No, I'm just face down on the bar.
tapping your head.
Just like, got it down.
Then Howler is patting your messy ponytail because I can't imagine that Damakos takes care of his hair.
Howler's
course
playing
not.
drums on his back.
I'll like scoot Damakos a little bit to the side and cast mending on the dent that his head left on the ball.
Kiwi's still just like
Just the
nervously
dents from my
munching on the caramel.
horns.
It's like, you
Yeah.
okay?
Howler reaches in for a caramel and crunches it
Munch.
as much as you can with a caramel.
So you just
See,
kinda, like,
if you leave
rinse
the
his
wrapper
mouth
on,
and
you
just
get a good crunch.
hit right on the beat.
Well,
just
he's
crunch
kind of
stuff on
Howler's a
his
mess, so he probably does leave the wrapper on. Yeah. Howler notices Bug and tries to pet Bug.
Well, Bug's still a little like taken back from the
Yeah.
fumes of that. So
Howler
you gotta
Yeah.
kind of like reach into his pocket and like scoop him up.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
You need a stuffed rat to play Kebe in the
You
future.
absolutely do. I might
So you can,
have
like,
one
have
in my
half
house.
Bug.
Planning on making a stuffed rat, not for this, but
Good.
just in general. Yeah.
Rats are important.
So. Yeah,
We
I
should all
feel
have
like-
stuffed rats because we're the rats.
Yeah, I feel like since Bug's just kind of like, not like fully knocked out, but just like out of it enough that he just kind of like curls up into Howler's hand.
Good.
He's kind of happily being patted like that, grabbed.
Howler sings the rat song very quietly.
Oh, no.
Where did
Now,
Howler
are we
hear the
on-
rat song?
He's drunk. He can pass the fourth wall.
Are we
Ah.
like on the floor
He
for
made it
this, or are
up.
you like
The magic
reaching up
missiles
into-
and the like, cider surpasses
right.
the
He's
fourth wall
trailing
glue.
him, standing up now because he was playing drums on Damakos for a little bit.
Yeah.
And is now sitting on a different chair because he left the one that he was sitting on before. And is quietly singing the rat song while.
Do we all like join in?
Good night. We're the rats.
I'll do like the music accompaniment.
The other people in the bar are kind of looking your way going, that's a wild group, okay.
We're all serenading this little rat.
Yeah. Howler doesn't have any more funny things to do, so if you guys want to go to bed, cool.
We go to bed, except I don't go to bed because I'm an elf.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Howler takes a fat nap and then wakes up and is no longer drunk.
Is
You
Howler
have a
cuddling
headache.
Bug? while
Yeah,
he's
you guys have
can.
the worst fucking headaches when you wake up.
Howler had a
Not
cider.
Kebe, you're fine.
Yeah.
You drank
I'm
water.
like sitting cross-legged on the bed, just like
Not Pine, for sure.
And Pine's probably
Yeah.
fine.
That's what the meditating is for.
He did some light drinking, nothing heavy.
Does Pine get ale from the homeland like
Yes.
Vaughn did?
yeah.
I'll ask if I can get like a thing of the magic missile to take with me.
To go bag.
He gives you a very small, like, flagon of magic missile.
I'll take pouch
It's
out
like,
and put
careful with that.
100 gold in it and like leave it for him. Like tip for me.
He was like, you didn't need to do that. Thanks.
Restock your stuff, you know.
Put it to good use. Money's become a bit tight around here.
Yeah, I noticed.
I hope you can figure it out if you're going that way.
We are. And yeah, I guess we'll start to leave. And as we're leaving, I'll like stop by the house again, and then see if I can like sneak like open the door to where they can't see, or like try like sneak in a little bit. And if I can, I'm gonna leave like 100 gold to take off the count.
Okay. They're probably still asleep when you leave, so I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Just kind of slip in and slip back out.
Alright.
So, I'm going to head to the tourist town now.
Alright, so we're in the tourist trap town,
Yeah!
getting trapped by some tourists.
This place is a tourist town. It's mostly populated by orcs. It's an orcish tourist town. Because we're here to abolish fantasy racism. It's cheery, lined the main street, which is like the only street anybody seems to care about. The rest of it is like nice suburban houses in the middle of this fantasy forest.
I was about to say it's like
orc, half eldritch.
I wrote about.
Which is an elf race. You're from the Feywild, your parents were. But you
I-
have the material plane.
I was about to say what if. I was about to say kind of like Vegas, but then you said it was like nice suburbs.
No,
Vegas.
It's
you
the-
don't wanna leave the strip. Or
it's the
else-
artsy tourist
hookers
town
and
flavor, not
drugs.
Talking about New
casino.
no
flavor.
Las Vegas.
You're
No, the one that came before that.
Yeah, we're talking about old Vegas.
Old Vegas.
That's part of your backstory now. I'm your actual father.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you were lost in the fire.
I am 112.
What's going on over here?
He just came up with like a whole new section of my backstory.
Okay.
I'm her father.
Pyene is
Do
the
we really
father.
want to go with this or no? Okay.
It's possible. Who knows?
Is it really possible?
Kebe? Sure. In the
Okay.
case of 17-year-old Kebe, Pyene, you are the father.
Ah! I'll file that information away.
Alright, alright.
Onward.
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 Yeah. So it's artsy tourist town, and there are like 6 different storefronts that are advertising tourists like tours to around the forest or whatever. If you really talk to anyone, you'll find out that there's really only one person you can go to if you're looking to seriously be led through the forest around here. His name is Kelak, and he's been in the family business of leading people through the Feywild and the forest for as long as he's been around. His family's been doing it longer. At least 3 generations, but no one can much remember past there. So you find his shop, and it's pretty much just like a desk with the person you're looking for sitting behind it, and some nice like printing press printed pamphlets lining the walls for like the little stands you find of like
at
brochures at hotels
Yeah.
and tourist places. He looks up and goes, "What can I help you with today?"
Autumn King. You know him? Where is he?
I don't know how to get there. You're from
know-
that town just over down the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't seen you in a while. I saw your father head through town a couple days ago.
Yep.
It was more than a couple days. Lose track of time in towns like this, you know?
It's fair.
He was with some people. They're shady sorts. I try to avoid them when they're around. Might know where you can find them if you're looking for your father.
That could be a start, yeah.
I don't have any appointments for the next 2 days here. If you want to get a move on, I guess, but
Yeah, we're good to go anytime you are.
all right. Meet me back here this evening then.
Okay.
And he goes back to what he was writing before you walked in. And you have until evening to explore the tourist town.
Sweet. I want to look for any shop that may be selling some like cool shit.
What kind of shops would catch Pine's eye?
I was maybe trying to find maybe like a place that sold like trinkety things similar to like the enamel flower that he has, like puts his hair in a ponytail.
Okay.
Like
You
something
can-
that has like little minor like magical knickknacks.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely find a shop like that. There's a glass shop that sells little like glass creations and a rock shop that has stones both naturally shaped and carved into shapes. And there are a few other jewelry-like things scattered throughout some of the other shops in the town.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sure. Let's go look at the rocks.
person with dirt in her pockets, rocks.
I mean, you're out here to look for rocks.
Yeah.
The rock quest.
We'll peruse the rocks.
Okay. It's an interesting shop. Most rock shops are. It takes you a moment to find the person who's running the shop through all of the displays of rocks. There are like things hanging and things on stands and little bins of rocks and almost anything you can imagine is here. Some of them seem to be glowing of their own accord, which would strike you as weird, but honestly, after some of the things you've seen on your way to get here, it's not that strange.
Question: are there any of the rocks that are glowing a similar color to what the magic missile was glowing?
Yes.
Just that looks familiar. That looks so familiar. I'm just gonna kind of like walk across the shop to something else simultaneously. Visible mage hand, just kind of
Shoplifting?
yeah.
Roll sleight of hand.
For my mage hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you still have to get it by the person
Yeah.
who's running the shop.
Wait. This isn't the die I want to use. This is. A
Well, be my passive.
yeah. That is 22.
Oh, that'll
sees it.
beat her passive.
Howler sees that happen. Howler's passive is 23, but Howler doesn't mind.
Yeah.
I was like, I should shoplift.
God.
Howler has very good
Rogues in a town.
Rogues in a
Tourist town.
Yep.
Lots of small trinkets. What have I done?
Oh yeah.
Howler finds a glowing rock. What color should the glowing rock?
Ooh, I've had an idea of what to do with my glowing rock.
I will roll for color of the rainbow. Orange. Howler finds a glowing rock. That is orange. And looks at it. He likes it. He likes the orange rock.
Orange rock is
How
nice.
much is the orange rock?
2 gold.
That's fine. Howler has a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's not worth risking stealing it for a baby amount of money, so Howler buys it. I'm gonna keep doing this until it erases.
See, even if I hadn't gotten away with it, I mean, you can't prove that I was using invisible. It was invisible. No one can see it, and I don't think I need to use gestures to control it.
I don't know.
Howler has purchased the rock. And that's his deal.
You're
He
right.
did.
The lady behind the counter goes, "Do you want a string or something to hang that from?" She's like, "Hold on," and pulls out a little cord and hands it to you.
Howler takes it and starts messing with it with his new creative skills
Yeah.
to get a good necklace. I rolled 5 for necklace. It's a bit messy, but Howler still likes it.
I still need to do the somatic.
Okay.
Are there any heat rocks? I feel like that's a thing that maybe exists. Like rocks that would
Hand warmers.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
hand warmers.
You're
You
looking for a hand
you
warmer.
seem to recall those existing when you were a kid coming through here and being fascinated by them. You are able to find some on a shelf
But it's warm.
kind of. in the back, and the lady's like, "Oh yeah, I usually pull those out when it gets closer to winter. They're really handy." And they're marked as being 5 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy like 3 of them, I guess.
Okay.
I'll buy 4.
Okay.
And I'll give each of you a heat rock. So when you go back to my town, you don't have to worry about catching yourself on fire.
See, I know how to control my flames, so I'm just gonna give mine to Bug. Yes, just so he can curl around it and keep warm. Just like it's like when you see a little kid just kind of like latch on to a yoga ball.
Yeah.
It's like the same exact thing with Bug on the rock.
Bug on the rock.
Bug on rock.
Bug on the rock.
And I'm just passing mine to Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. These rocks are big enough to like fit comfortably in your palm and wrap your fingers around. So, yeah.
He's just like excitedly bouncing around, like staring at all the rocks, like which
Rocks.
one.
Which ones to put in my pocket?
Exactly.
Which rock goes in pocket?
I think she finds a green rock.
Green rock.
It's green. It looks like the trees, and it's a rock. She loves it.
Good old malachite.
How big a piece of green rock are you looking at?
Just like a little, like small, little, like pocket-sized rock.
Okay, that one will be 2 gold as well.
How big was pink glowy rock that I took?
Like, kind of, probably little bit bigger than a die.
Okay.
So,
That's big enough for the purposes I've learned.
oh god.
How many rooms do we have in our mansion?
I think there
Are you
were
going to fill one of them with rocks?
2 bedrooms upstairs,
Okay.
One of
and
which is mine.
We have the basement, the
and
wine
there
cellar.
were servants' quarters in the basement, and the wine cellar, and a
There's the library.
Yeah.
kitchen
office,
on the main floor,
kitchen.
and dining room, and then the library, making me dredge up maps that I drew months and months ago.
So we've got like 8 rooms or so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get 9 glowing rocks to fill all the rooms when
For
we get back.
lamps.
So that way we don't have to worry about lighting torches to keep it lit up. So I'll
Okay.
purchase like 9.
They'll make the
good-sized
room be
rocks.
like dim light.
Yeah. Enough.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
two for the dining room and then 1 for like all the other places.
Okay.
It's like nine rocks. I'll drop like fairly large ones. So like
Okay. Those will be closer to like 25 gold apiece. They're big and
they're not-
expensive.
Maybe not that.
I'll buy
many.
like ones that are like 5 gold size.
Okay.
like tingle.
A decent amount of people
Yeah.
in the house.
Those will be
can
like
see in the
this
dark.
big.
They'll be fine.
Okay. I'll drop 90 gold on it, sure.
Do these rocks just like glow forever, or do they like lose their glow over time?
You gonna ask the lady in the shop that?
Sure.
I'll cast Identify on one of the rocks.
It's a rock beast. You've discovered my plot. I'm just kidding.
So we're like, I
It
can
seems
understand
that
the
true
enchantment on it.
polymorph is cast on this.
People.
She says, I think they glow as forever. I'm not sure. You might want to, like, charge them up in the sun or something. Try it.
Oh, like
I've never seen one go
glow-in-the-dark
out, though.
bracelets. It's like glow-in-the-dark bracelets.
Like,
Yeah, you charge them up in the light, then you turn off the lights and they glow.
like the
Yeah.
little stars you put on the
Yeah.
ceiling when you're a
You can
kid.
use them to
Or
see
you
on
could
your
just get a
nightstand.
black light.
But then you
Ooh,
might
I
see
want a
things you
black
don't
light
want
rock.
to.
Is there a black light rock?
Not from what you can find in here.
It's alright. We just need to look in the back. She's hiding the good stuff back there.
Good.
Hey, all I'm saying, they don't call it crack rock cocaine for nothing. Maybe they got some.
While we're looking, I'll ritually cast Detect Magic. What, do I get any big blips?
Nothing astounding. You get, like, the
Rocks.
dull glow of the glowing rocks. They are magically imbued, seemingly naturally.
Doesn't have any weird shit.
That you know
It's a tourist trip.
I'll toss the light up rocks into the bag of holding them.
Okay.
So I'm not lugging around like 12 rocks.
It's probably a good plan.
Are you borrowing my bag of holding?
It's the
of.
party's bag of holding.
No,
okay?
it's not. It's Howler's.
You can probably buy a bag of holding in a tourist shop town like this.
Oh, you guys
For
can
like,
do that.
for like way overpriced though. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
What?
it's a tourist town.
We could just snatch it. We have 3 roads with us.
But
True.
Howler has it. Oh, you guys mean like,
Yeah.
like another one. Yeah, all right.
I'm not trying to like steal from Howler.
Yeah, don't steal from Howler. He would be sad.
Howler was snuggling a bug. Yeah, it's not.
Howler is a pure being. We say
Well-
about the thief,
Well,
who also has a body count, but it's fine.
Well,
Pure
I didn't
being.
eat anyone, so I'm on the.
There's no reason to attack me for this.
Cool jewelry.
Okay, what kind of jewelry are you looking for?
I don't know.
Anything that
Uh,
looks cool.
There's a lot of handcrafted stuff in most of these stores.
I want something jade. If there's something jade,
Okay,
can I find something
Yeah,
jade? Like a jade ring or something.
yeah, you find a whole display of jade things in one of the shops. They're organized by stone in rainbow order. Find some nice jade stuff in the middle of that rainbow there.
I wanna purchase a nice good old jade ring.
Okay,
Okay.
it's like 15 gold for the ring because
I
it's
have
got
ideas
metal in
then.
it too.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, it's big brain time.
Oh god.
Are we hosting? Is that
No.
your big brain?
It is. Damakos is hopefully he's planning on this being like his last hurrah as a tiefling. So let's go out looking as demonic as fucking possible.
God.
Okay, so
Can I also sell my 2 art that I have?
Yeah, you can definitely find a place to sell those here.
I'm going-
Could I attempt to mark up the price because it's from the material plane?
You absolutely could.
What are
Okay.
you selling?
welcome to Tourist
My
Town.
2 art that I got from.
What horrifying
something.
plot is Damakos cooking up over there?
Alright, they're
looking
like,
scary. That's it.
That's it? You're
That's
just
it.
gonna walk around town looking scary?
Well, it requires effort and actual
They're
paying
fine.
someone. Yes, he's actually going to pay and not steal. because this is a service that he himself is incapable of doing for himself.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going full on God Shield with piercings.
Okay.
Okay.
You ever seen Fairy Tale?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you know
I
who
know
God
exactly
Shield
what you're
is.
talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
So, let's see. Eyebrows, like all the way down, bridge, septum. And he has like one of those triangular tails, the 3 points of his tail. Like, and along the lines of it. That's what I'm getting pierced. Gotta look as freaky as fuck before I look normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's gonna be an expensive decision there.
I got cash.
They'll do the whole thing for 150 gold.
I can fucking afford that.
Okay.
I'll fucking do it.
Okay, so if you don't have anything else you're going to do in town here,
Let's
Everyone
play
thinks he
Dungeons
tries
and
the
Dragons.
meet back up with your guide. And,
Does he have a name?
Kelak.
Kellogg.
Kellogg.
It's C-
Like Kellogg, but with
Yeah, I
a
was
different
about to make
name.
it.
Kelac. It takes you 2 days, but Kellic is able to lead you to a place along the river. You're not entirely sure how you got back to the river, or if it is in fact the same river that flowed into the town that you were just at, but it doesn't really matter. It's along the river. And it seems like there are a lot of people sort of milling about, going about their business, and from the distance that you're at, when you can first see it, you can't really tell what's going on at this place. But Kellic says, if you're gonna go closer, I'd do it carefully. I said these guys were shady. I don't know what kind of deals they make, but I've heard rumors of the fact that they're slave traders, and I wouldn't get caught up in it too much if I were you.
I was gonna say that. Well, I'm also pretty shady, but that's just shady. So,
I would
if
also-
I get the chance, I will have a stab at it.
I would also like to add during the 2 days, I'm sure Damakos tried the thing with the rock. Hey, it's a glowy magic rock. Something's gonna happen. Crush it up. You know where it goes from there.
Wait, are you snorting?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright.
It's magic.
currently
Hey.
covered in shit in real life. The magic Kool-Aid powder.
Yeah, exactly. So why can't Damakos snort the magic pink rock?
How'd that turn out for you?
How'd
I
that
don't
turn out
know.
for you? Yeah.
My brain didn't work for a solid 5 to 10 seconds after
The
snorting
effect of
that
the
stuff.
feeble mind spell hit you.
I couldn't sentence.
Okay, so you know what
Like having
happened
one
when you crushed up and snorted a rock?
Nothing.
You got a horrible headache, and your eyes started glowing for a little while. It wore off after a couple hours. You also had trouble constructing sentences for that amount of time.
Well, don't worry, I can make them glow again. That's what thaumaturgy is for, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
change the appearance of your eyes with it.
Yeah.
Jesus, Howler, keep it down.
Howler doesn't have lips. He's a
Yeah,
bird.
Howler can't do
He
that.
has a
could
beak.
probably make that noise though, like with the mimicry skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you can only make that noise because you can't like.
Birds
Yeah.
can totally.
Birds
slurp
can
on
like
liquid.
obnoxiously slurp water.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they only obnoxiously
I know,
slurp
yeah.
water. They don't drink
Yeah.
quietly.
You ever go to like the zoo with the little nectar thing, and
What's wrong with
the
the
parrots
Jeep
come
thing?
down and
And
they.
they do like
No.
they do that.
Then again, I ain't got Columbus Zoo. We ain't got a good zoo. We just got Toledo Zoo.
All right, here it is.
Nice.
Yikes.
It's the Tony the Tiger.
I don't want to see that.
Nope.
It's honestly not nowhere near as bad as I expected it. It's just Tony the Tiger with his thumb up his ass. It's that simple. Doesn't show
Still-
anything explicit,
Still don't need to see that.
Yeah.
but it's
No, I'm
just
not gonna show
enough.
it to you.
It's just enough to tell exactly where the thumb is.
Yeah.
It's a good piece.
So Kellic says, if you're gonna go investigate and I don't know, talk to these guys or whatever, I'm not gonna get involved in that. I'll stay right here for like a day. If you don't come back, sorry.
Still needs to be some left in the container.
You can't finish it off. We still need to make a speedway run to
Yeah.
refill it, and we need to have
There still needs to be
green juice in it.
So, I guess we're going into this town to look for some dudes about Pine's dad. And we're gonna find him and do that.
You may or may
It's
not.
more of a
remember-
small collection of buildings than a town.
Ah.
There's one big one right up against the river and a few smaller ones that look like they're homes or something.
Howler's gonna ask, do you remember anything about what they like specifically look like? Do they have any like distinguishing marks or?
The people that were with Pine's father,
Yes.
he says, there was the one leader, Gelden. I mean, he carries himself like a leader, and you can tell when he was walking through, the other people all turn and pay attention to him, so
What's he look like?
he's a human. Humans all look the same to me.
Bit racist.
Well, I mean, we don't see a lot of humans all the time.
It's a bit.
You wanted to say that to his face?
You're not even a human. You don't have any reason to defend them. You're going to be eventually, but right now, you have no reason.
We don't know that.
Howler.
Only
I
Pine
mean,
knows that.
I know that
Yeah.
that is a player. I'm not saying that in Howler's in character. I need to like make Howler's voice more strained, like a bird. I don't know how to do that though. 'Cause
Squawk.
That's the wrong kind of bird.
I know.
He could make that noise, but not naturally. I suppose it would be naturally because it's birds. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So like, is it just like this hideout? Is it like a building, or is it like just like a single building, or is this like is it actually
It's-
in a town? Or...
It's just like one bigger building, and then a few little like huts where you think maybe one or two people live.
Okay.
It's like a very small community, but yeah, it's not a town or anything. Not even a village. Might have a population of about 7.
Well,
6.
7 against 4. I think we can take them. Well, Howler's gonna go in. Not necessarily sneaking. I think Howler looks enough like a roguish. Well, now that I think about it, they might try to shoot me.
We can probably do the sneaky stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of rogues here, so let's do some sneaky business.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
I think your dex
Dunk.
your dex is better than mine.
I rolled a 30 for stealth.
I don't have
Okay.
Howler is sneaky as hell. Howler turns invisible for some reason.
Hey, that's a 24, I think. Math.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, 24.
She just rolls a natural 20. Okay.
Dude, we both got 30s.
Hey.
All
30
right.
squad.
Yeah.
And here comes me with
Yep.
no proficiency and
Yep.
stone.
Oh,
Nice, that
no!
one.
Oh, 30 under 30 media luminaries over here, and you are dummy stupid.
I literally before you're all
He's dummy thick. That's why they can. That's why they make thick.
clap my ass.
Yes.
He's alerting the 7 people in this village. They might shoot me with a bow and arrow.
One of the best experiences ever was hearing the voice actor for Snake read that out.
Yeah. Heavenly experience.
Truly.
Legendary.
A bit closer to heaven.
Jump big.
Expecting a reaction of some
Clap
sort.
my ass.
Okay,
Okay, so what's happening?
so the three of you who got above a 20, you're sneaking right in. Pine's trying to follow in your footsteps,
But he's
and
double
it doesn't work.
Is dumb.
You hear this loud, like mechanical twang.
Loud
Oh
clapping.
my god.
This just in, Pine's dummy thick.
That is a personality trait.
Flaws.
That is both a personality trait and a flaw.
Dummy thick.
Thar is also dummy thick. Thar has plate armor. She's the paladin, and it's specially made plate armor so she doesn't have disadvantage with stealth checks. But she's dummy thick, so she loses it and has a disadvantage with stealth checks. Anyway,
I feel like the noise we're looking for is those scissors hitting on that little metal bucket over there.
So you hear a mechanical twang, and a crossbow bolt lodges itself in the ground right at Pine's feet.
uh-oh.
Followed immediately by a "Stop moving right there! Don't come any closer."
Can I see where the voice is coming from?
Yeah, you can pick out a figure on the top of the big building, looking down at you.
Can't see Howler though. I got a 30.
No.
Blow me.
And it is evening and the sun is setting, so it's like he's kind of just an outline against the sky up there. But yeah.
Oh wait, I could. I'm dumb.
Well, you could have turned invisible.
I
Couldn't
could have done a thing, and I should have done the thing,
What the?
but it's too late now, so
What
I'm not
was
gonna do it.
What did
'Cause
you?
I literally can't.
What could you have done?
I forgot.
Okay.
I have
inspiration.
luck.
That's
The luck blade.
You have luck.
I have
And you
a
have
singular
inspiration.
luck.
And you also have
I have
freaking 3 inspiration.
I've been stockpiling this shit. Yep. Yep.
You absolute buffoon.
But
You fool.
but I got a flaw out. I'm dummy thick.
So the
You can
voice
be
also
double thick without being
calls,
caught.
"Who are you? What's your business here?"
Stop! You have violated the law. You're stolen goods should not forfeit. Pay the quarterfinals so you rescind.
My friend Gabe was in a Shrek the musical play. He played one of the guards, and one of the instructions for part of the play was chase a fairy tale creature across the stage and yell something threatening. So he ran across the stage and yelled, "Stop! You violated the law!" It was incredible. Me and like my group of 2 friends started dying, and we were the only ones dying.
No.
Very good.
I will look up at them. Can I like do are there like multiple people or is it just like the one guy?
Just the one that you can see.
For his like outfit, does it look like uniformish? Like could I like maybe see if like this is like an outfit they wear as like a posse or something? Does it look like a posse
Does it
outfit?
look like a gang jacket?
Yeah, it looks like a gang
they have-
outfit.
Do they have patches on their
What do
jackets?
gang outfits look like in the fantasy world?
Like how all the cannibals wore like those robes. They had like a
Thinking, like-
similar like dress code.
I was thinking like one of the teams.
We never had cannibals. That was literally
They
all
were
Carter's
totally-
invention.
Okay.
But okay, whatever. They were a cult.
Same difference.
Excuse you, I am not in any sort of cult.
You offended the resident cannibal.
Dare you.
It doesn't look like a uniform. He's wearing a like fur jacket and like patchwork, but it looks like it's just a patchwork fur jacket from what you can tell.
Is he of the human variety?
He is of the human variety.
Alright, I will hat of disguise,
Okay.
turn into a human person, and we'll have like a similar fur like outfit, but not like exactly, maybe like a different like fur, like something that like
A
looks,
different cut, little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So,
and I'll be like, I was told to come here. I'm a new recruit.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was told to meet with Geldon.
a new recruit, eh?
Yeah.
I do my own recruiting.
Shit.
Oh shit.
All beans, roll for initiative.
What are you really here for, kid?
Want to talk? Maybe.
That's what we're doing. What are you aiming to talk about?
You know, things, stuff.
Jesus Christ, you're terrible. Howler steps out from the shadows. Hail and well met. We were looking to inquire about an Eladrin man. He owes us some money, assorted business things. Not especially interested in divulging everything that we're here for, but we heard you saw him relatively recently, and we're just wondering if you might want to share some friendly information among thieves, I guess. If that is what you are.
Yeah, it's a situation of personal interest. Come on, dude.
I have something I would like to do. You
Okay.
said he's up on like top of the building?
Yeah,
What are the walls looking like?
they're wooden.
Okay.
This is so bad. Oh
I'm not gonna burn it. I'm not. I might.
What have I
burn it.
done?
So, step 1, spell slot time. Silent image of myself
What the fuck?
standing up and just walking out to join these two fools while I start scaling the building up to him.
Okay.
I need to make a stealth check for that.
Yeah.
So with silent image, you're just like invisible.
No,
Is that
silent image.
It looks like him, but it can't make any sound.
Yeah.
So he can make
So like
whatever he
they'd be able
wants.
to see you.
Yeah, it's like it looks
What
like
are y'all doing?
It would look
He's
like
making,
there's
an
two of them.
illusion. It looks like him,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
not
okay,
actually.
okay.
It's like an illusory Damakos to make it. Oh, Damakos is there, but wait, Damakos is behind you. Oh, I move.
Hey.
No.
お前はもう死んでる. That is 23.
Okay. That'll pass.
Okay.
As he sees Howler and Damakos step out of the shadows, he's like, God damn, how many of you are there?
This is it.
Howard, like, yep, yeah, that's it.
Cool. Love that for us. Can you give me a deception check on that?
I sure will.
You don't need
Do
to.
I get help from Howler saying yep?
Yeah.
That's a 30.
Well, he rolled a nat 1, so.
Yeah.
30.
19 plus 11.
Okay.
Love that.
It's like, listen, you clearly don't know what's going on here. I don't know what you're up to. The man you're looking for has moved on from here. Give me one good reason not to just shoot you now.
I'm going to roll to see if he's lying about that.
Yeah, insight.
15.
7.
Awesome.
So, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Okay.
You're suspicious of him.
Hard to read.
You're like, yeah, right.
I mean,
Because you want to believe that your father's there.
I think he's being truthful about that. He's lying.
Where'd he go?
He went on to do some work for someone.
Ew.
I don't discuss other people's life plans. I don't discuss my business with strangers over the walls of my town.
How high up are we?
About 2 stories. So, like,
Okay.
20 feet.
So I'm gonna get my daggers. So I'm right up behind him, right?
Okay.
I'm getting my rope daggers. I'm gonna do my best to quietly plant them nice and solid in the root behind me.
Okay. Give me sleight of hand for that.
Oh fuck, that's an 11.
All beans.
Beans.
Does my conversation
it'll-
help out?
Yeah.
Yay.
Roll with advantage.
Okay, that's an 18.
Okay.
That's significant.
That will definitely pass.
Carry on.
Okay.
Like, we have an interest in them, so like, maybe, we could exchange something, like some gold or something,
I'm listening. How much gold would we be talking here?
I don't know. How much are we talking here? I don't know your business.
Enough.
I don't know your price model.
My silence isn't cheap.
We don't need your silence. We need your knowledge.
No, Howler's talking about like because someone else would pay them for the sale.
Meanwhile, I'm just like up behind him.
Fine.
Getting,
My
like,
discretion isn't cheap.
I'm like up behind him trying to get Pine's attention, like just like making a shoving motion.
No. I mean, no.
What's your
we
passive?
Understand.
My passive is 13.
Okay, and would you have, would Pine have known that Damakos was gonna do this?
No.
I suppose you would have had a better shot at seeing him climbing up the wall. Especially because you know Damakos pulls this shit all the time and he hasn't said a word. So,
Damakos is quiet. Something's up.
yeah. So I suppose you would know he's up there and know to look.
Okay. I'm also like talking with the guy, so it seemed like if he's
Yeah.
behind him, I'd be able to like. See.
Yeah. You can make eye contact with one another.
Okay. Let's do that. Like,
You
I'll
probably
look
can't.
up.
Can you?
I'll look up and look down, and look up and look down.
Could you see that from that far away? Like an eye expression, sort of.
I believe I could. I have a high passive as well.
Passive is more.
And you have
Yeah.
dark
I
vision.
don't know if passive means that.
That would
You
be
might have to
more
do it.
active perception
Yeah.
because it's something I'm actively looking for.
Like, you got anything that's broken? I can fix it. I'm good at fixing
Yeah,
stuff.
I can see it.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
Less than that 20.
Need some stuff fixed.
I don't think I'm going to let strangers into my place of business to fix things.
Fair. It's like, how much we talking?
200.
200? I think maybe I have that.
You think maybe?
Yeah, why don't you come down here and I'll give like a wink. And if nothing happens, I go, yeah, calm down here.
You have about 1 round to respond here.
Okay.
You have 6 seconds.
Action time. Tackle him off the edge. And then let go. Let him plummet as I just hang from my ropes.
Okay.
Spider-Man up on this bench.
Yes.
Now at this point, does he kind of like plummet and land like right in front of me? I'm still just like, I'm here.
What shall I roll for this?
Let's just do a straight up strength contest.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll do strength versus his your strength versus his dex.
God damn it.
That's-
My one weakness.
Would it be because, like, if he's catching him by surprise, I don't know, would there be much of a contest?
I'm kind of thinking he's
I
got
guess
more
he
of a
would-
dex save
he would
than
have to
a.
make a dex save.
That's a 9.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
Shame.
Yay.
I rolled a 1 and a 3 on that die. I'm done with it.
He's a master thief, spooky man. How is he? Alright. I'm not complaining. We won, so.
Yeah. Okay. So probably do a little bit of damage on hitting him.
Probably a 1d4. 'cause
Yeah.
that's typical
And then he's falling 20 feet, right?
Yes. That is, hey, 4.
Okay. So he's taken 10 damage from falling.
So total 14.
No, that was total. I rolled
Oh.
6 on my 2d6. And
When
he's
he hits
prone.
the ground,
So,
I'm going to. Let me pull it up.
Laughter time.
Which one's a good one here?
You got what,
spoil.
6? How many you got?
I have 6.
Okay.
Roll me a d6. You decide this man. Okay.
6.
oh god.
I'll like walk around and be like, did you know that if a kid refuses to sleep during that time that they've committed a crime? Yeah, they're guilty of resisting arrest. Make a wisdom save.
It'll be 16.
Why couldn't I have heard this one before I was working?
That just
While I was
means-
working in a fucking daycare center.
That just
I
means.
could have
Howler's rolling
used that.
stealth
Meets it
because
beats.
Yep.
this is dumb bullshit. You just push this person off a roof,
Yeah.
tried to cast a spell on him, and for what? What
My
are you,
dad.
what are you
Are you trying to
Is
get
he
information
going-
out of him?
Yeah.
well, how is he gonna do that if he's laughing at your dumb dad
We
jokes?
can tie him up.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we've done that before.
I rolled a 26 stealth, so Howler is hiding again.
Okay.
They're not here.
That was hardly any contest because this guy's prone on the ground after being thrown off his fucking roof.
Yeah. Did he break his foot?
At least did he break his foot?
Yeah.
Yes. That was his 10 damage. He's not okay.
So we're just
What is climbing
really
speed again?
we're just really pulling into the Minecraft references, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, how long do you think it would take me to climb back up with my ropes?
I think it takes half movement for climbing usually, but I'm gonna say because it's your ropes and they do this sort of shit all the time, it'll be regular movement, so 1 turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get up there and unhook them.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide. I mean, we probably want this guy alive.
Yep.
So. Time to pull, like, Mortal Kombat style move. Leap off the building. As
Okay.
I'm approaching the ground, daggers next to him to pull me, feet first, right onto his back.
And like the X-ray.
Yeah, I am aiming for the spine.
Are we
Okay.
going to kill him? Or are we going
No.
to paralyze
If I wanted
him?
to kill him, I would have aimed for the daggers to go in his back.
Okay.
Should probably roll the hit with the daggers.
Yeah. Should probably roll the hit with yourself too.
Okay, so I got myself and daggers. Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
wow.
one of those daggers is a nat 1, but I'm going to use a point of inspiration.
Okay.
Fix that. God damn- I have 2 inspiration.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I
okay,
would have
that was-
cried.
Okay, so
That was incredible.
Jesus Christ.
I thought about jinxing it, and it just happened anyway.
Oh, okay. It is. With
Amazing.
daggers, I got 19 and 23. And with myself, that would just be improvised, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
To hit.
With myself, yes.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Are you proficient with your
I'm not proficient with improvised weapons, and I am not a
I
monk.
don't know who I am.
So I am not proficient with my own body. You think I know
Actually,
how this
how's
thing
your
works?
acrobatics score?
Ooh, I believe I am proficient. I am not proficient. I
Okay.
have a +2.
Well, we can add the +2,
So it's
make it an 8, so you don't fail so hard. He is prone though. Does that
You might have
Advantage.
Oh yeah.
Prone gives me advantage.
Prone does give you advantage.
So, technically speaking, I still have 1 point of inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's staying at a 23 for knife number 2. What's the 18 on this thing? There. And myself, that 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Just real quick, mid-air thaumaturgy. Get over here!
Really, you're gonna do that?
Yes.
All right. Well, go. Yeah, attract the attention of the other 6 people living here. It's cool. Don't
It's
worry.
6 people. Who cares?
So the whole time that all this fuckery is going down, now that he can't like actively shoot us from the roof, I'm thinking, is there like a door or some shit we can just walk through?
You do see a door on the other side of the building. You came in at kind of a corner, and
should
the
probably
wall
roll
that he was
damage.
facing over was a big kind of blank wall with the 2 tiny windows on the second floor.
Okay.
Let's
The
see.
other wall has a door
I
in
walked
it.
up to him, so sneak attack.
I need to do sneak attack. Oh boy.
Okay.
Well, I need 2d6 because that's also going to be happening to me.
Yeah, you're also going to take fall damage from
Yeah.
jumping off the roof.
Like, I knew that was going to happen. 7. So that's 7 fall damage, and then I have 3d6 sneak, and I crit, so I get 2d4.
Yeah. You get to double your sneak too,
Okay.
because you crit.
I need 2 more d6.
I have
One.
whole
Sorry.
bags of d6s, you know.
Well, I get to use one of the starbursts.
Okay.
That's numbers.
A whole lot of
That's a lot of numbies.
whole lot is happening.
26.
26 damage to him.
Yes.
It's like half my health.
How much are you taking?
I am taking 7. No, that's 26 plus 7 to him.
So 33.
33 to him, 7 to me. I may have accidentally killed him.
Yeah.
You can declare non-lethal.
Yeah, I am aiming for non-lethal. That's why I didn't throw the spikes.
Yeah, you're
in
just
him.
smashing his spine. It's not lethal at all.
Hey, paralysis would be nice. That way he can't run away.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he becomes our new wheelchair goblin like last time.
Exactly.
We love that for us, don't
What
we?
was the weird?
Our
Wheelchair Hume.
What was our wheelchair goblin friend's name?
Gruel.
Gruel. Yes.
It's Gruel.
We love that.
Love Gruel. Poor
Gruel
Gruel
gonna
couldn't
teach you
hold
how
his
to ride
alcohol, and that got him kidnapped by my arch enemy. Sorry. I'll stop raging about Duel now. Okay.
This guy fucked.
So, yeah.
Pretty
Um,
badly, yeah.
The
That-
only thing that saves him is the call for non-lethal damage.
Hell,
He
that
is,
would've almost killed me.
That would have gotten me to 1 HP your entire.
You already dealt
Give
10
me that
damage to
43.
him going off the roof
Yeah.
to begin with.
Oh, no.
And,
You only have
he only had 35 to begin with.
Murder.
So,
Everyone is weak. All of us 40.
Yeah. You land on right on his spine. You just feel him break under you.
My mom used to be.
He lets out a groan,
loudest
and
of
when
gasps.
you check, he's out cold, but he is still somehow alive for the moment.
Sweet. Cut
Of
this
course,
bitch
the
off.
entire town did hear you shout, "Coming!"
Get over here!
So now everyone is like, "Hey, I wonder
Yeah,
what
because I
that
did
was."
use
Hey, what's going
thaumaturgy
on
to
over there?
alter and
Paralyzed.
make my voice 3 times louder.
You only just did that and also paralyzed their leader by snapping his fucking spine.
Why am I holding a d4? There's something I was going to do with this. Oh, right.
We're going to use
I
it
have
as
A
Okay.
minor healing potion.
Okay.
1d4 plus 4. Down the
Tie him up
hatch.
first?
3.
What?
Should we tie him up first?
No, I'm just knocking it back. It's
No, it's 2d4 plus 2, I believe. For basic healing,
I think that sounds right.
well.
We're gonna go with it, because...
Well, what I rolled gets me back up to max, anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I think basics are 2d4 plus 2, the greater are 44 plus 4, and then the max is 2d4 plus 8.
Okay. So I am entirely unharmed.
Good for you. You've just paralyzed a man.
Yay!
Single-handedly.
He can park in the handicap spot now.
Wow.
Double-footedly. I don't know.
Alright, let's clear up the tower, I guess. Take out the other people in there.
So...
Sound like a good plan? Alright, cool.
I
I'm opening the
guess.
door to the tower.
I mean, there is just a door that we could have walked through.
Howler sneaks over and is like,
Or
"Now what are we
I'm
going,
going to do my thing again, just like the tip of my finger. Or... Yeah?
Hey guys, what is the point of us being here anyway? Are we here to
How
fuck
high
Use
up
shit
is
up?
information.
the top of the tower?
He has
2 stories.
information, yes.
Like
Uh,
feet-wise, I guess.
About 20.
About 20?
This goes against everything Howler has ever been taught as a thief, where mostly you just kind of steal things and leave everything else as it was.
Alright.
Howler's not used to having this much collateral damage happen.
Yeah.
Alright, listen. Let's just meet at the top of the tower.
I hate all
And I'll
of
grab the guy, and then using my ritual feet, teleport to the top of the tower.
you. Howler flies to
Okay.
the top of the tower.
Howler can do that.
Yeah. Howler has woo.
You do see a couple of lights starting to come on inside the other little buildings in this little area here.
Should we just follow them?
So,
I'm bored. Let's see if there's anyone inside that wants to get in our way. I feel like beating the shit out of some
And I
more
will, how to disguise, turn into this Gelden person. And then as I see, like, if anyone walks out, I'll be like, everything's fine.
Okay.
It was just a bear.
just a bear.
Just a bear.
Exit pursued by bear.
Oh, the two of you, no, Pyene and Howler are up on the roof.
Well, we
And,
just busted through this door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy. Knock it open.
Okay.
Alright, wait. Might as well fuck around with this.
Alright. We're doing this then. You guys are doing this. I'm not. I'm on the roof.
As you are standing in the doorway, about 20 pairs of eyes all turn and look at you.
Oh, fucking great.
2 people separate themselves from the masses that you can see in this darkened room and start running towards you.
I'm not helping you. You guys good luck with that shit.
Well, if this is where Damakos dies, I accept my fate.
I have
I have
no
a
emotion.
rat. I'm not dying today.
Good for you. I wasn't
Get out of
speaking
there
for you.
before and scale this goddamn wall.
Well,
Okay.
okay. I suppose we're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
D20. If it's not
Oh,
specified
yeah.
what dice you're rolling, then just assume it's a D20.
Cool.
Oh. These dice I got at Gen Con are bigger than the other
Still
ones.
rolling.
Fascinating.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 15.
Plus your dex. Plus.
Oh, plus initiative. 19.
I out initiative.
I have a 16.
Do I also have to roll initiative if I'm on the roof?
I assume we heard the loud crash. Of
Yeah,
the door.
why don't you two roll into initiative, and then if you choose to do something on your turn, you can, and if you just want to be on the roof, that's fine too.
I got a 23. Howler's on the roof.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Okay.
Howler peeks over the roof to see if they can see anything going on down there.
So it'll be Howler and Pyene.
Dinner and a show, right? Howler takes out an apple.
Okay.
I
have a plan.
Who got next highest after Pyene?
What'd you have?
I had 22.
Yeah, I had 19.
Okay.
Got dexterous.
And then what did you get?
16.
Okay.
Who's ready for some arson?
Howler's ready. Howler can fly off the roof. And we'll probably have
Oh,
to
but Pyene can only do that thing once a day. Do you know Misty Step?
Okay.
Nope.
Anything you want to do on your turn, Howler?
Howler is looking over the edge to see if they can catch any of the action in case it comes out the door.
Okay. By looking over the edge, you just see Kebe standing at the door. You assume Damakos has just entered.
Yep.
Nothing else seems to be going on at the moment, but you
Howler's
definitely heard what just happened with the door
what's-
slamming open.
What's sort of the structure of the roof? Is it just like a flat?
It's just kind of a flat roof. There is a door off a little ways from where you are.
Cool.
That
Land on
probably
their stomach,
leads
arms
inside.
I have another idea that doesn't involve arson.
Okay.
That's probably good.
Should I give it a shot?
Good.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Cool.
You have fun
Fine.
with your arson.
What are you gonna do?
Alright. This is a 2-story building.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can do that.
I will take out the classic adventure rope,
Okay.
tie it to something on the top of this thing, like right above where like the door is, and I will slide down to the opening of the door, looking like Mr. Gelden, as I have disguised myself, and I will walk in and be like, gentlemen, please, this is someone I inquired about coming to join us.
Okay.
I diffuse this whole situation if at all possible.
Roll deception with advantage.
All right.
Oh, there's not
Oh my
one.
God!
He rolled
How
double
you-
nat ones.
What? There's no way.
What?
How do you do that? What the fuck? That's better.
Okay.
26. Oh my God. How does that happen?
Wild chance.
Phew, good thing I didn't
Keep
use
in
a lot
mind,
earlier.
like,
Yeah.
the second time I ever played D&D, I DM'd fucking Lost Mines of Phandelver. Brayden, nat one 4 times in a row.
Yeah, 26.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's gonna totally beat their 3.
Alright.
So the two who charged Damakos kind of look around and go, "Sorry, boss. Why didn't you come in with him?"
Sorry, he was making a fuss outside. There was a bear attack. I think he came running in to
Oh,
find
is
safety.
that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
You really want to do a bear. You just really want to blame a bear. What did bears do to you?
The easiest thing to blame the giant ass forest is a bear. Like we have some business upstairs. We'll be up there. Please don't bother us.
Understood. We'll hold down the fort.
All right.
And they go back to where they were standing.
All right. Now we'll peek out the door.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn back around out the door and start climbing up the rope.
Okay.
And I will walk back up to the roof with Damakos. I will also cast detect magic to see if anything cool pings as we're
Okay.
going up.
You reach a like room at the top of the stairs that when you enter is an office, and the only thing that's pinging as magical in here is the lamp. There's just a lamp, and it doesn't seem to have any flame source.
Okay, I'm grabbing it.
Okay.
Yoink.
It's a light black remote.
Untie the
So-
rope, get the rope up.
Howler
so it doesn't look
waves when you
suspicious.
come up.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
welcome to
whole
the
party's
roof.
on the roof with the unconscious and probably paralyzed Geldon.
Alright. We have two options. One, we can just go down to the forest and interrogate him, or we can interrogate him up here.
I'm liking it up here.
Yeah, this is probably a safer bet. Less people to see us anywhere else, really.
Alright. So, gag him, first off.
Okay.
Shake him awake.
Okay.
Doing, like,
He lets out a
pointing
groan and
the
doesn't
cloud.
actually move.
Yeah, it's like, pat his face a little bit. Do the all might.
Give him some sober juice.
Yeah, do we have
You have
sober
yet to
juice?
find sober juice.
Jesus. I bet Ricky makes it.
Yeah.
Ricky probably makes
Ricky
it.
makes sober juice.
I may have water, it's kind of close.
Hey, there-
It takes a while, but.
Okay. He's gagged, so he can't say anything, so...
Pull out the one blade.
Okay.
put it to like his throat, like, you're gonna answer our questions, or we're gonna kill you. Cool?
Mm.
Make loud noises, you're dead.
And
Straight
you
up.
could, like, see the fear in his eyes.
So you're gonna answer all of our questions honestly. I'm going to cast a spell. Do not resist its effects, because I will know that you're resisting its effects. And I'll fucking kill you. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
He can make a save for it if he wants, or he can choose to fail it.
He's choosing to fail it.
Okay. Be like, good. I'm glad we have reached an understanding, and I will ungag him. Alright. Where has the blacksmith man gone?
We went to the court of the Autumn King.
We already knew that. We went through all this trouble just to find out information we already had, didn't we?
But I can tell you how to get there.
Okay, that's
All
better.
right.
Thank you.
I would love to hear.
Love that.
And he tells you how to get there. It starts out following the river that you are along at the moment. And it'll take about 5 days to get there, assuming you don't get lost.
Alright.
Um,
Do you have any useful materials we could use for our journey?
there are
For your
boats,
safety, of course.
boats downstairs.
Boats?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little room on the other side of the building.
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
Last time your idea was arson. What do you want to do
If
now?
you have any questions, feel free to ask the man some
I
questions.
don't really feel like following your ideas, Damakos. I really
So I'm just going to lean over. I'm whispering this all the time. Just, alright, so we got rope.
Okay,
We got a bag of holding.
that is correct.
Tie him to the ladder that goes into the bag of holding with his head out so he doesn't suffocate.
Okay.
Bag
Or-
of holding's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Well, I mean, it's infinite.
It's not actually. If you read it in the
Yeah,
DMG,
it's
it's
not.
only like a 4x8 space. It's not. That's not it. But like 4 by something.
But anyway, and then take him with us so we can be sure we're on the right track, and also so he can't tell his little buddies, hey, go fuck these people up.
You're just whispering that. You're not like
Yeah, I'm
covering
whispering
your
that
mouth or
to him.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Howler can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like,
I know.
yeah, Howler can.
I know.
Howler
Howler
can read
has
your
a
lips.
Howler can read lips as well.
Yeah. Howler is
Just
powerful.
like I can read lips.
Yes.
We can both read lips.
We can all do the lip reading.
Real question is, can I read beak?
Probably not.
I'll determine an answer to that when it matters.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, any other questions for this man? Any of you can think of?
Do you have any gold on you?
Got any cash?
Do you have any gold on you?
Not on my person. Why would I carry that on my roof?
I don't know, man. Where do you keep the gold?
My office.
Alright, where is that?
Downstairs.
I can show you.
Where?
Downstairs.
We got a cool lamp.
That's a cool
It's a
lamp.
cool lamp.
Any cool rocks there?
I know it's a
Any
cool
snakes?
lamp. I stole it myself.
I'd be like, so, like, how many people have you like sold into like slavery? Or you did slave trade?
Howler's gonna go to the
Hundreds.
office.
It's not a past
Full
tense
sitcom.
thing.
He's gonna say hi to Jim and Pam. Gonna take all the money out of the guy's office.
I will re-gag the guy and drive the luck back to his heart.
Oh, that
Wow,
works too.
okay.
Alright.
Just how it be, you know?
Just
Sell
how
people
it
into
is.
slavery to die.
That's pretty
Yeah,
valid
no.
though.
You want me to do my thing?
What do you mean? I want to fuck up the people downstairs. If you want to fuck up the people downstairs, I'm down to fuck up the people downstairs.
Are you good, Damakos? We don't have
Hey,
time
can
for
I
you to
get?
eat.
Can I get? Do you have Xanthars?
I-
I'm being hungry
okay.
too.
I've got Xanathars and it's tabbed.
I mean,
Don't know
I
if
don't
it's
think
tabbed
there's really a
with
problem
what
with
you
you
need,
snacking
but-
on some slave traders. I think that's alright. You know.
No, it was more of a so they don't find his body kind of thing.
I forget.
What spell? Dragon Breath. Ooh. Its casting is 1 bonus action. It can be any of the types of dragons. It's a 15-foot cone, I believe. Or is there also a 5
Oh,
by
I just
30
want to
element?
put it out there that in Solipsis there are purple dragons who deal sonic damage.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
sick as fuck.
Nice.
Can I do that with Dragon Breath?
That would be thunder.
Fuck.
That's why I'm saying something
Yes,
now, is
thunder
because
damage.
if you can do any type of breath weapon, then that one is included.
Oh,
So
it's like the
cool.
friggin' Dragon Roar racial trait. Like a feat. There's like a
Sick as fuck.
racial feat for Dragonborn where they can frighten just by yelling really loud
Oh.
with their breath weapon. Except it actually hurts and doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Roar does. I wanted to take it so badly for Cat.
Yeah. I was so sad that there were no purple dragons, and I'm like, no, it's my world. There can be purple dragons,
Yeah,
and you know what
dragons
damage type they
now.
don't have for their breath weapons? Sonic. No one prepares for Sonic.
So Thunder.
So, yeah.
No one cares for Sonic.
Sonic speed!
You're too slow.
Gotta go fast!
Yeah. Also, yeah. Obviously, how much gold did he have?
Roll investigation for me.
I'll help Howler.
Because he doesn't keep it all in one spot,
I
so.
don't find shit.
Roll with advantage. I'm just helping you as my thing.
Okay.
So my investigation isn't that good.
22.
Okay. You find about 500 gold pieces scattered throughout this office.
Oh, sick
Yeah.
Alright.
There was the obvious lockbox that had 200, but then you found another 300 lurking in corners and inside hollow books and locked in false bottoms of drawers. You were extraordinarily thorough.
Alright.
100 each. An extra 100 fee for finder's fee.
Hell yeah.
Finder's fee.
Yeah,
Finder's
fee. You always gotta
Nice.
give up finder's fee.
You guys are idiots, but okay.
Okay, so.
Yeah, hold on. Would logically I'd be able to make out whether or not this would affect the forest at all if this building caught on fire.
Control
It's not the
flames.
forest I would be worried about.
What would you be worried about?
The other 18 sets of eyes in that room that didn't attack you.
Oh, wait. It's fine.
Yeah.
We have it.
Okay.
I'll come down the stairs. I have a plan.
My plan was just arson.
Yeah, but arson, but it's gonna be like better. I'll tell you,
Our
like,
simple better.
Arson 2.0.
I'll tell you like, listen. I'm gonna take this shot of whiskey. And when I do, that's the go sign to fucking light bitches up with fire, okay? Sound good?
I can't quit, like, all you can really do is just fire. I can't find specific people
Yeah,
of fire.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
breathe it or
I
anything.
don't literally mean light people.
Okay.
You know, light them up with fire. You know?
Okay. Wait, were they fire lamps? Because you made certain to specify that the cool lamp wasn't fire. So would the downstairs be lit with fire?
It was a dimly lit room from like a small window on the other side.
Damn. So I can't just surge the flames in there.
Alright, so I'll come down the stairs and be like, alright, man, routine checkup. Everyone get in the line.
There's a massive shifting, and you hear the sound of chains, and the two guys who are like working there kind of stand off to the side while all of these other people figure out how to line themselves up.
Okay, so literally like the two people who are comprised of them are like slaves here. And like you said, like chains, or were they like the workers?
The 18 people who didn't attack earlier are slaves, and the two guys were guarding them.
Oh, we can just beat the shit out of them then. We don't need to be subtle. It's just two guys.
Okay. We have two guys.
Hey, I still want to have some fun. I didn't take intimidation expertise for nothing. I'm doing my shtick.
Alright, go for it. I'll just like I'll just like take a shot of vodka, cast Dragon's Breath on me for cold, and on like the two guys who are the workers, I will Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take the damage as I leap down from the building to block the door so they ain't running anywhere.
Yeah, so dex save. Yeah. For those two guys.
Okay.
And it's cold damage, that way I'm not putting in the building.
My fall damage.
Okay, one of them got 14 and the other got a 16.
One of them saves, the other one does not.
Okay.
And then they take 4d6 cold damage.
The lesbian flag is just bubblegum now.
Starburst.
So it's 3, 6, 8, 9 cold damage to the both of them.
Okay.
And then 5 to the guy who saved.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I guess my turn, I guess, for starting that.
Okay.
They don't look well, and they also look extraordinarily betrayed.
But they're not trying to run?
No.
Okay, so I have a bit of time to prepare, because it takes a couple turns to get everything prepped. So let's see.
Shall we continue in
I already have my finger lit.
the initiative order?
Oh, are you redoing initiative?
No, I was just gonna continue from
Earlier?
Yeah, earlier. Starting with Pyene.
Okay.
So that means it's Kebe's turn next.
Okay. Because I'm like thrown off because you said they look betrayed.
The two,
Because I look like
because he looks like their boss.
Oh right, I'm like
Yeah.
right. Okay. They're the bad. They're slavers.
You can attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, help someone else do something, decide you want out of there and hide. You can hold your action until a certain trigger. Or you can like search or use an object or something.
There's like we already like got everything off of them now, like we could, right?
Out of the office, yeah.
Okay.
We just have these two guys done.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go for the stab him. Short.
Okay. You gonna walk up and stab him?
I'm gonna try to.
Stabby,
Okay.
stabby.
Stab.
Ooh,
You
roll to attack.
roll the
I
d20.
have more of an idea.
Roll to attack. Okay.
I know how to enhance my fire demon act even
Okay.
further.
And then you add your attack bonus, which will be proficiency plus dex, probably.
What did you roll? 10. So then that's +7 because you're doing it really with anything. So all of your attacks that are going to be +7 because you only got dex weapons. So a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. So
Alright.
then
What are you hitting
D6.
with? Sword?
The short sword.
Yeah. D6. 2 plus 4.
Plus 4, 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
One of them goes down. You have a body count now. Congratulations.
Ooh,
My turn.
I'm
you
down to
should
kill
use-
people like
you
that.
should use your cunning action to hide so you can get a sneak attack next time you attack. If there is a
Yeah.
next time.
But it
Considering
probably
that
won't
there's
be.
Only one other person.
Will
But-
that, like, make me safe?
Yeah, it means I can't attack you because my enemies can't see where you're at when you hide during combat.
Yeah.
And it also means that you get advantage on your next attack roll.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Because
gonna
you
do
are
cunning
hidden.
action.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Cunning action gives you a bonus action to
Yeah.
Oh,
hide,
Dash,
disengage, or dash.
hide. You get 3 options for your cunning action. You can dash, which is use
Move your speed
another-
up to your
yeah,
speed
up to your
again.
speed. Disengage, which means walk away from an enemy without them getting hit.
Because when you leave an enemy's attacking space, they get an opportunity attack. It's a type of reaction that just means you're turning your back on them so they get to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke those
Yeah.
opportunity
You
attacks for
can
the
walk
rest of
away
the turn.
without them trying to attack.
Okay.
Or you
Yeah.
can hide, which is pretty self-explanatory.
And
Same
gives
thing,
you
like
advantage later.
Yeah.
And when you have advantage, you have sneak attack.
Okay. I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
Okay.
When in doubt, hide.
That's how I play rogues.
Yeah. Well, she likes being able to get out of any sort of situation easily.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is it my turn or?
Yes, your
Okay.
turn.
You know
I
what?
rolled a 1 and a 3 for
I
them
don't
on
want
initiative,
any-
so
Setup takes too long. But it's one guy. I don't need to go all out.
no, you don't.
So just just run through the door. Yell an infernal. What am I going to yell?
Does it matter? Do you think anyone can understand Infernal? You can yell poopy poopy butthole boys and it would be fine.
I mean, it would be an accurate statement about them.
You wouldn't be wrong. Well, poopy poopy butthole boy because one of them.
Sure, I'll yell that in infernal. As I rush in, I'm not committing to the fire part of the demon bit. I am committing to the demon part. Yes. So I'm gonna see. I mean, he's still alive, yeah, but I'm gonna see how much I can chomp off right about.
Oh my
here.
god!
Yeah.
How much shit can you make him put in his pants in one turn?
How much can I make him shit his pants?
Roll for shitting pants.
Roll the bite, baby.
Boink.
Hey.
I think
Yeah.
that'll hit. I mean, that's strength, so like 17.
17 hit points.
That's a
That'll
17 to
hit.
And
They
that's
don't have plot armor.
That's a D4.
That was awful. Can you actually roll in the dice, Kevin?
Almost.
3.
-1. Cause strength.
You do crunch.
So
2 damage.
Would
2
you
damage.
Would you be able to do that better because you're cannibal and used to eating people? Maybe
You know what?
perhaps-
Yeah,
maybe
you have
perhaps
proficiency
jaws
using
can
your
reveal-
teeth as a
Proficiency in
weapon.
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have proficiency,
You have proficiency
for
to
bite.
bite.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that means you add nothing
To the damage.
which is unfortunate. But you do.
But now
You
you're
are better.
proficient.
I would think
Yeah.
that would. I'm not a strong overall individual, but I think I would have a strong jaw from eating a lot of people.
Yeah. From eating
It's
all
crunching
of
all
his
those bones.
Yeah,
Munch.
exactly.
Crunchy, crunchy, bones and munchy.
I think at the very least it wouldn't negate any damage. Just be a straight roll at the very least, I feel.
Okay.
So that would be 3 damage. then.
Okay.
My jaw is stronger than the rest of my body.
You're like a shark.
Proficient in jaw.
Except sharks are mostly jaw.
I am proficient in jaw, yes.
You are a snake.
He screams out in pain and tries fruitlessly to draw his sword.
Did I mention I'm
He's,
not letting go?
Yeah, he's not dead yet, but
Like a dog.
Yes, like a dog.
yeah, okay.
I am latched onto him now.
Are you gonna like shake him around a little bit like a toy?
Now, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna kind of
So-
rip out and just kind of let him bleed, and that'll probably finish him off.
It's his turn,
Why
but I
allow
think
him
he's
a-
technically incapacitated at the moment because he's got you, like,
Or at the very least,
Biting
grappled.
him.
He's a slave
so...
trader. I don't think he deserves a quick
Howler.
painless death.
Oh no.
Howler. Well,
I'm
Howler. Howler comes downstairs. I imagine this building has more than one floor. Howler comes
Pyene.
downstairs.
It's kind of like a warehouse, and it has, like, a
Right.
lofted area above the main area where everybody else is, where the office and a couple of rooms are.
Okay. I guess
So-
Howler wasn't really.
Dude,
Howler
you
didn't
pissed
exit the room when you guys all went down to do your fighty thing. Howler was just chilling and looking through the office a little bit more. Howler comes out of the office after hearing some commotion, comes out and is like, "Oh, cool, what's going on?" One of them is already dead. You're like in the middle of like Vampire the Masquerading some motherfucker, and Howler's just like,
I'm going back.
I'm just gonna go back upstairs.
Back to the office.
going back to Jim and Pamela later, and then like turns around and walks back into the office.
Alright.
Fine.
I'll walk up to the last guy who is currently being grappled
Get on
by, and I'll just ask him to his face, like, are there any more of you left here?
Oh, he's gonna be
Answer
able to answer
correctly,
that so
and I may
well.
spare your life.
Answer correctly and I'll call him off.
You can't.
Call
You
off the
can't
dogs.
say any of that.
Okay. This guy stammers out. No! No one else!
So it's just you two and the boss.
Uh-huh.
Stab him.
Aw. Yeah, watch you just pierce him right in the main.
25.
To hit.
Yeah.
No, that'll hit.
And then 8 damage.
But he's very dead.
Yeah.
He kind of falls out of your jaw there, Damakos, as he goes limp,
I have
and you
jaws.
suddenly were taking his entire body weight with your face. So,
I have a strong jaw, not a strong man.
yeah.
So wait, like you fall to the ground too? Does this guy
Only
fall
if he
on-
refuses to let go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Refuse to let go?
Does he? Does the guy
I
fall
am
on his
taking that
back?
chunk in my mouth with me.
So okay, so if you're falling down, you also face plant into the ground because I imagine him falling backwards because that would just be funnier. You are falling with still attached to this person, this slaver, and you just plump your face on the ground because teeth are right in there. It's hard to get out. Do
Yeah.
it, face plant.
And then as I just get up, just kind of take that chunk with me. He doesn't need his traps anymore.
Howler's glad that he went back into the office.
I'll begin cutting the chains off of the people who were enslaved.
Okay. I'll say a quick search of the bodies revealed a key because you heard it clatter when
Okay.
one of them fell. So,
Lock everyone's bindings and shit. Like, alright. Where's everyone from?
and they all kind of look around and go, I don't really know where it is in relation to here.
I go, I have this rough map of the Feywild, but I'll pull it out. Because that's what you get for far traveler. A rough map.
Okay.
I have this rough map.
I would remind you that, like, less than 3 hours ago, you left a guide in the forest who said he would stick around for a day. So,
Like, we're roughly here. Where is everyone from? Are all of you from this plane?
and most of them nod yes. A few of them go, I don't think I'm even from this world.
Like the forest world? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. You don't have buildings here like where I'm from, says one of the people.
Where do you live?
Does Centauri ring a bell to you?
The star?
The southern
Oh my
states
god,
mean
did someone
anything?
get kidnapped from Earth?
I'm assuming that's what's
Yes.
happening.
I've never heard of the southern states.
I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about right now. You're making zero sense.
He's on something.
Honestly, probably. I'm gonna search him. Does he have any, like, odd
Drugs?
stuff?
Nothing that you can find. They're all literally just wearing rags.
You pulled the old prison
A few of
pocket
them
and
have
found
a
some
few
cocaine shoved up
makeshift
his ass.
pointy things that they've found, but
You hear me, Freeze?
I heard it.
I heard you.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask. Never mind.
I said he pulled the old prison pocket, got some cocaine up his ass.
Like, yeah, I'll then ask like, okay, you're fucking weird. Are any of you from not the Feywild?
a few people kind of raise their hands.
Material plane? That ring a bell? Centauri?
Not Centauri, but maybe a material plane?
Southern
I don't know, I
States?
walked into this forest, I don't know how I got here now.
Okay, Southern States, Solipsis.
Solipsis is our planet.
Okay, is that the planet you're from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
One other person says, this isn't, where are all the guns? Why do you guys fight with swords?
Guns.
It's a gun.
Guns
Howler-
exist in.
No.
Howler has come out of the
Guns.
What's wrong with my sword?
Nothing's wrong with it, it's just not the most efficient weapon.
All right, where are you from?
I have a crossbow.
That's not any better!
All right, gun boy. Where the fuck are you from then?
Little town called Trebon?
And where the fuck is that? How am I supposed to
I
know?
don't
the name of a little
know.
town?
little baby piss town.
No, we're just
Nice,
shitting
I
on
just
all
give
my
Howler a
friends.
high five for that one.
Little baby piss town. What the fuck
Okay.
is a gun?
Gun boy, go with building boy.
Okay. And they look at each other uncertain of what's going on.
Talk about shit. See if you two are from the same fucking weird place. Building boy, guns? Is that a thing? What's a gun?
Guns, yes, we have guns.
Okay, gun boy, building boy. We're a team now, okay? Buddy system.
Buddy system.
Stick with each other, okay? Okay, alright. Material plane people. Move into a group as well.
Everyone kind of starts shuffling around. It looks like the first day of school when everybody's doing those icebreaker games and sorting themselves.
Is it just
When's your
those two
birthday?
groups?
My last name's
Yeah.
There are
Be like,
a few
sort
other
yourselves
people
into
sort of
one of-
standing around awkwardly, and they're like,
Are there any sort of telltale signs by looking at them from upper, lower planes, elemental?
you guess they're from somewhere in this forest and have no idea how they got here.
Okay, people in the forest. We have a guide outside. He can direct you to where the fuck you need to go.
Did we
okay?
get the information on how to get to the Autumn Court from the guy before
Yeah.
we killed
Yes,
him?
we did.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
We got directions and we got boats, which are probably the fastest way.
Alright.
Okay.
I do just want to kind of throw this out there. I should be good at kind of navigating forests because I literally live in one.
Oh,
So-
this forest, that doesn't mean jack shit for this forest.
No, okay, cool.
That means
Crazy
jack shit. for
The
this
only
forest.
reason they're going to safely get back to the southern states is because they have a magic compass from the Adventurers Guild that will let them get there.
Okay, great. Never mind.
Okay. Feywild, all of you, were there any other slave people coming in and out other than the two we just killed and the guy I looked like? I dropped my disguise. Okay, I no longer look like this guy.
Yeah.
Were there any other people?
The ones who aren't shocked by the sudden change in your appearance all have either they nod yes or they say yes.
So there were more people?
Absolutely.
Okay, how many other people were there?
A few of them start kind of counting, and some of them say 4, and some of them say up to 6.
Okay, so 6 other people. Do they live in this area? Do you know if they live in the town here?
Probably.
Okay, cool. I guess we'll try to find those people. They'll get their due justice. Material plane people. You're gonna go with the guide and you're gonna stick in this tourist trap of a town. Don't buy shit. It's too expensive. I don't know if you even have money.
Does it look like we
Probably
have
not.
any money? So one of the people from the back of the group says.
Okay, fair point,
You don't need to be a dick about it.
So we have how many prime material plane people are there?
9 of them, half the group.
Okay, and then we have
Two weirdos.
Yeah, we have the fucking weird brigade of
We got
2 people.
Gun guy and building guy.
Yeah, gun boy
guy.
and building boy.
Gun guy and building
Boy.
boy. Gotta go for that alliteration.
There we go.
Okay. There's 11 of them.
And
I'll
there's-
give each of them like 10 gold here. This should be enough to suffice for you surviving. Building boy, gun boy. This is the fucking currency we're using. Okay, I don't know where the fuck you're from. Okay, this is what we
Got
use.
it?
Talk to the guide when we get out there. He'll tell you what's a good price and what's not a good price. Don't haggle.
He works in a tourist trap.
Listen, okay. Shut the fuck out. He seems like a decent guy. We'll brief you on what are good prices for food and drink. Building boy, gun boy, you can come back to the other place because it's less chaotic than this place, and we'll figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go. Prime material people, you're gonna sit in tourist trap town with the rest of them, and you're also gonna come back to material plan when we go back. Okay?
Everyone's like, got it,
All right.
yeah.
I'll give those 11 people 10 gold and go. Feywild people, listen. I'm not a bank here. You probably have actual homes. You should be able to get by. There's 9 of you. Alright? Stick as a group. Here's 2 gold each. I'll give each of them 2 gold. You get less gold because you actually have a place to be. So that's what? 18 plus 110. So that's 128.
Yes. That sounds correct.
I'll do the math later. Alright. Now we're gonna stay here for a little bit. We're gonna go sort out the town. We'll come back for you, and we'll take you to the tourist guide. Capiche?
Got it.
Alright. Don't make any fucking racket, okay? Walk out, redisguise myself as the guy, and then I'll shut the door on our way out. Get all this out here. I'm like, okay, we have more people to kill in this town before we're done here. We've come this far. We killed like 3. There's 6 more, I guess. The 2 other guys are pretty squishy.
Yeah, I mean.
Just
that'll
push
be
the other
fine.
guy off a roof and jump on him, and then
I suppose I can do a murder maybe if I need to.
Now, are they all slave traders, or are they just like regular people?
There's a good chance they're just some regular people.
In this
Alright.
little tiny baby slaving town?
Yeah, there
This
there
little
are 6
settlement-
other people who supposedly are part of this slave group. We'll find the ones. We'll need to fucking kill.
Don't you think we're getting a little off track?
I mean, minor bump in the road. But you know,
you gotta have some fun every once in a while.
I'm from here. You know, I'm
gotta-
from this general
You
massive.
gotta do
fucking
some
place.
murder hoboing.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta do some murders. I
Alright.
gotta do some murders before my change of heart.
And I'll go and like
And
knock
everything
on
else.
the
And
door
body.
of like one of the places,
Okay.
dressed up as this guy, and see if like whoever comes to the door recognizes me as I am.
Okay. The first door that opens, sleepy person, and they just go, "What do you want, boss? Someone need me to cover a shift?"
Yeah. I need you to go around and round up everyone.
Oh, got it.
There's a big thing happening. We need all of you together.
Slave skid out or something? He
Um,
starts like pulling on his jacket that's a lot like the uniform that you're
Mm.
realizing is in fact a uniform.
but
Sure did.
Something like that. I need you all to get round up.
Got it. Give me like 10 minutes.
All right. We'll be by the base.
I kind of brushes past you and goes to get the rest of the people.
All right.
They all sprung.
About 10 minutes later, they all start walking up.
All right. How many of them are there?
There are 6.
There are 6. Okay.
Okay.
And
Have
I'll
to do
be
murder.
I'll be like 1 second, man. I'll open the door and I'll look at everyone. I'll point upwards to all the slave people in here, essentially pointing them to go up the stairs.
Okay. Enough of them catch on that everybody's able to follow the group up the
Yeah.
stairs.
As soon as I see like everyone's like up there, I'll open the door and like after you, men.
Howler's gonna hide first. Howler's in the room, I guess. Are we already in there, like waiting to ambush them?
Yeah, you guys are probably
Okay.
like, upstairs.
Howler's hiding.
Okay.
I rolled
I'm
an
going-
18 and I have a plus 11. So
I'm going to
hiding.
take
Okay.
rope, get them up on top, and start getting them rappelling down.
Okay.
We're gonna block that fucking door.
All right.
Okay.
Now it's
Oh, I
arson
thought we were
time.
gonna-
I was waiting for the arson.
Yes.
We can't arson just yet.
Yes, I
There's
know.
Still
We need-
some people.
We need to get the slaves out. And you, of course.
So you're hiding. I
Did you
think
move
I'm
the
gonna-
bodies?
Would we know about the plan that you're doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Okay.
probably
So what is
bringing...
your plan?
You had 10
Yeah.
minutes to
Yeah.
explain it to
Yeah.
each other.
I already
Essentially do the
started
same
in on
thing with
one of
Dragon.
them. It would be
Okay.
Oh my
wrong
god.
of me to stop.
Howler's hiding. I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of like
Hey,
go along with
free
people,
food.
make sure they're doing okay. Like,
Okay.
Can you
try to
down an
calm
entire
down the
corpse in
panic.
10 minutes?
You just need to open my
Oh
gullet.
god.
Gullet.
Okay.
Just take the bones out, save those for last. Just shove everything else down.
Step 1: remove the bones.
Step 1, boneless.
Boneless chicken breast.
Step 1, boneless boys. Eat them.
Step 2, down the hat. No, step 2, unhinge the
Are you
jaw.
boring this person? Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
great.
no.
That. Well, you know, gore can't happen in real life, right?
Well, this is magic.
Oh,
This
God.
is fantasy.
I did not create this world for this.
Howler astral projects and
I would just cast
I'm like
astral
upstairs trying to calm
projection.
everyone down. I turn around, look at you, and I'm like, oh god, okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. You're gonna be okay.
Someone.
Nothing out of the usual, folks.
Nothing
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. Even if there were, it wouldn't be pretty.
Just for don't tell Reese.
And then after all 6 of them are round up in here, I'll make sure that I'll like, all right, line up everyone into like enough like essentially 2 rows where I can fit everyone in a 15-foot column.
Okay. They do it, but they're like, what are we doing, boss?
Dragons.
Talking back to me, really?
Just asking questions.
Line up.
Understood.
So once they're in like the 3 people there, I will take out a shot of magic missile, which is purple. And I go, cheers, boys. Take it, and then cast dragon breath using the sound dragon stuff.
Okay.
So dex save.
Would it
For
be
all
Dex
6
or
of them.
Constitution?
It's dex.
Okay.
It's
I mean, it's sound though.
it's a spell, so it hasn't all its dex saves.
That's dumb.
Like ice breath, I think it's supposed to be like con save.
Yeah, it is.
4 of them get 10s and 2 of them get 9s.
Okay, they all fail.
Yay.
I'll get that in a bit.
4d6 sound damage. 10, 14.
They're all dead.
Okay.
You just yell them to death.
Is there a
Hold on.
Skyrim joke in there?
Yeah.
It's just a metal concert.
I was just thinking, he just opens his mouth and just like some meme song starts playing.
See, I was
through it.
thinking
He just opens his mouth and All-Star Earache version just starts playing.
See, I was thinking
Or rather,
the
I
NPC
burp
guard
from
dialogue
the,
of
from the
yeah.
shot.
they say that Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice.
Shouted him to death.
Yeah, the sound would actually be the burp from the to be a loud burp that
Wow,
I
okay.
burst their eardrums with the loudest of burps they've ever heard.
Kellic can hear it out in the woods where he's sitting and waiting for you.
Just a massive burp.
And then looting their gold off of their bodies if they have it.
Okay, they're each carrying 6 gold.
Sweet, 36.
Yeah.
I have to replenish my
Stonks.
Stonks.
Okay, we're good. Y'all can come back down. I'll re-look like myself.
Are they all
Okay.
now? What's like the state of the bodies? Are they like still bodies, or are they like
They're kind of broken.
kind of like mush at this point?
Yeah,
There's just like blood pouring from
Yeah.
the ears,
Yeah.
that's it.
I'm
They're in
thinking,
different
like,
states
in
of mush.
Jigsaw when the girl like gets the shot in her face and just like
Oh.
melts off.
it's safe
That's
to
what I'm
assume
picturing.
that
Almost like
probably
hydrochloric
their
acid.
insides are not in the
So
proper
those are-
order anymore.
There's for
Their insides are now their
Oh, yeah, yeah.
outsides.
Perhaps in places.
Nice.
It's not pretty.
Yeah. So, still trying to like keep everyone calm, but also like, oh great, like delicately like stepping over some goo, kind of looks like a little dance.
There's definitely blood pooling on the floor.
I
There
just
already
thought
was a
something-
little bit from the other 2 corpses, but like,
I just thought of something absolutely stupid and terrible.
As they come down, I'd be like, if you're queasy, of
don't
blood,
look.
close your eyes, get a buddy system.
Buddy system this whole time.
Yeah.
Buddy system is our mantra.
They move slowly out of the building. Some of them are not looking.
All right. I'll open the door and lead them out. And I guess we'll head over to the
Kellic.
Kelak.
Just real quick aside, you know how in Fairy Tale when Natsu eats fire, it just shows him his belly getting really big
Mhm.
and swallows. Boom.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when I eat someone. Just bigger and bigger. Then I finish.
That's inflation. I'm sorry. They put inflation in your anime.
I suppose since it's
You can't argue with me.
plasma. Yeah.
Can't
And then if there are any boats, like I don't know if they're on the first floor, if they're like behind the building or something, I'll move the boats
Yeah, they
away
were-
from the building.
Okay, they were out next to the
Oh,
building, like
expected.
under a little roof.
I'll move them like a good bit away from the building. And then take everyone to Kelak.
Okay.
Okay. So Kelak got a lot of people.
I can see that.
Yep.
Where'd you get all these people?
They were slaves. They're fine now.
Ah,
Slavers are dead.
nice.
Yep. It's pretty sick.
Keep an eye on those two. I say, pointing at gun guy and building boy.
They're like, what did we do?
Talking about
fucking nonsense,
guns?
okay?
guns and like
Kelak.
You don't know what-
But
Mine.
Kelak,
You don't know
do
how
you know what
gold
the fucking
works?
building is? Or do you know what a fucking gun is, Kelak?
Well, I know what a building is.
I meant to say gun, okay?
Okay. Well, I've never heard of a gun. Maybe someone in town has.
No, they haven't. It's bullshit.
It's some sort of like fantasy weapon or something like that. Something I've never fucking heard of.
Some made up bullshit.
Fantasy.
Next thing you know, we'll be
Okay.
playing what's it? Humans in households. That's the next step. We need
Okay.
to go further.
Oh God.
Be like, these 9 are from somewhere within the Feywild. I'm unsure where they're from. You seem good with directions and shit, so if you could direct them their way,
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
Can help them figure it out.
And these 11, these 9 are from like the material plane. These 2 I have no fucking clue. They're talking about guns and they're saying our buildings look weird.
You insulting our architecture, kid?
Yeah, they literally are. So these 2, if you can figure out about guns and buildings that are better than ours, get the fuck out of here. It's the Feywild. We got cool ass buildings, okay? and actually I'll break something, and then I'll mend it in front of them. Like, can you fucking do that, huh?
Can a gun do that?
Yeah,
How'd you do that?
fucking magic, okay? Yeah.
I'm just gonna go same way I do this, and then my eyes are just replaced with orbs of fire, just thaumaturgy.
A few people in the crowd of people who are from this planet are like, scary. One of the two lets out an audible shriek.
And the same way this exists, and this fucking hand are just like
The one who just shrieked has now fainted a
I
little
just
bit.
hold my hand out to give Andrew a high five.
Andrew, high five.
Are you guys done showing off? Can I get these people back to town now?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Are you gonna come with us?
No, we have business further out. We got directions from the boss guy.
Gotta
Well,
find
that's
your
getting
dad.
sorted out.
Yeah. Actually, one
You're my
second.
dad.
I'm gonna go through all the houses there and see if there are any other like slaves within the houses.
You don't find anyone else.
Okay. All right, we're all good.
Cool. See you later then, I suppose.
Yep,
Hope you stop back through.
we should.
And the entire large group sets back off through the forest.
Yep.
You hope they'll be okay. It was kind of a hard trek for people who are experienced adventurers. And that is where we break for the moment.
Nice.
Woo! Fuck.
Due to technical difficulties, the last 45 minutes of the session will be summarized. After putting an end to Gildan's slave trade and freeing those he had in captivity, the party followed the river to the town of Tiermarth and the court of the Autumn King. It was in the king's courtyard where they found Pyne's father, working the forge in forced service to the Fae. They made their way into the castle and found the king in his hall, meeting with advisors, whom he dismissed once he was curious about what the party's purpose was in appearing before him. He took Damakos to a secluded room and the two struck a deal. Damakos would become human in exchange for his story and the magically binding promise of 3 favors to the king. These favors are to be anything within his power except killing, and can be called in at any time. Thus the deal was struck, and the king returned to the hall not with Damakos the tiefling, but with Ezra the human. Pyene resolved his father's glorified imprisonment by promising that the work of Fane Velova will not benefit the enemies of the Autumn Court, and that the smith will return to the king's forge once per year during the height of the court's power. With this magically binding promise, Fane Velova was set free and the party returned to the Orcish tourist town. In town they learned that most of the people from the forest had been sent home, and the people from the city-states awaited the return of the party to guide them back to Théden. The 2 people who spoke of guns had found a sympathetic ear in the town lunatic, an old veteran who not only knew what a gun was, but had an image of the weapon. Pyene took the image, and the 2 travelers agreed to accompany the party back to Centauri in the hopes of finding a way to return home.